Friday Night Rivals pregame show is sponsored by Food City.
Welcome to the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. Tonight we've got a big Wise County rivalry game.
Union and Central separated by 11 miles, and this will be the third time in 2021 these two teams will play each other.
Central coach Luke Owens was a standout lineman for the Virginia Tech Hokies, so it's no surprise that he loves smash mouth football. Owens wants to line it up and go right at you, which is why he says he loves to coach the wing T offense.
I like it because no matter what type of personnel we have, we can run it. You know, we can be as basic as lining up and running power, buck sweep, and all the basic fundamentals of the wing tee, or we can spread out. And if we're more athletic, you know, on a certain year, we can do more things with the jet sweeps and the rockets and in the passing game.
And the fact that people can't really practice against it, you take them by surprise.
I think it's hard to mimic our offense, especially if you're in high school and you're trying to run a scout team, especially with us pulling as many guards as we do. You know, a lot of the times we're pulling guards and two guards and doing a lot of misdirection type things, so I think it's hard to mimic, you know, week in and week out.
Now, as far as running the ball, you've got Sturgill and Boggs back there. Can you talk about both of them individually and what they bring to the team? I know Sturgill's more of a power back, right?
Sturgill's our, you know, Dustin's our fullback. He does a good job of running down and belly and inside trap for us. Matthew's kind of our bell cow. He's the guy that we're going to give it to. We're looking to give him 15-plus carries a game. He does a very good job on power. He does a very good job on buck sweep for us. And they complement each other well. And then when you bring Ethan Mullins in there as the other wing, or Tyson Tester's other wing, we can run some jet and rockets and do some other things to keep people off balance.
And then on defense, is Mullins one of your leaders on defense as well, Logan Mullins?
Yes, he sure is. He's right in the middle of our defense. He's our middle linebacker. He's the guy that's going to, you know, hopefully make all the tackles right in the middle of the defense.
Now, when it comes to this game, though, you kind of throw everything away because it's the one game that you really want to win and really kind of have to win to own this county. To talk about your opponent, what kind of makes you nervous about them?
Well, I know for one they're going to be extremely well coached, and they, you know, they've got two very capable backs in Lomax and Satterfield in the backfield. They're going to be hard to contain, and that's going to be our job defensively. You know, we're not going to stop them. Our job is hopefully we can slow them down a little bit, and we've got to keep our offense on the field. We have to be able to get first downs. In the spring, we didn't do a very good job there in the Region D championship game of keeping our offense on the field. Too many 3-and-outs. We have to keep the football. Probably our best defense is going to be our offense, is being able to get first downs and keep their offense off the field because they're extremely explosive. And I know, I've known Coach Turner for a long time. They're going to be prepared and they're going to be ready to play.
When you face a player like Lomax that can break the game open in one big long run, how scary is that?
It's extremely scary because you're kind of holding your breath the whole time of when the big play is going to hit. It's kind of like when you know, Ridgeview had Trenton Atkins. You were just panicked the whole time, just knowing that at any moment those big plays can hit. And like I said, he's going to make plays. You know, we're not going to be able to contain him the whole night. Hopefully we can slow him down. You know, hopefully we can limit big plays.
Union has such a great following, too. This place is going to be rocking in just a few minutes. What's it going to be like to see all the fans come in here and get ready for this big game?
You know, it's exciting for our community. It's exciting for the community down at Union. It's a great day for Wise County. You know, I said it last year in the spring when we played in the Region Championship game, Region D Championship game. That was a great day for Wise County. And Friday night and tonight will be a great day too. We've got to make sure that we handle the crowd because the crowd's going to be excited. I know our kids are going to come out excited. We've just got to make sure that we do all the technique and the little things we need to do to put ourselves in give ourselves a chance at the end of the game to win the football game.
Coaching against somebody like Travis Turner, what concerns you the most?
He does a good job of adjusting. You know, he's going to find, you know, maybe what our weaker area is, and he's going to exploit it. So we've got to make sure we do the same thing. You know, we've got to make sure in the game, especially how they line up and defend us, we've got to make adjustments quick so we don't get behind the sticks early. We've got to make sure that we're out there getting first downs. So like I said earlier, we got to make sure we keep our offense on the field. Coach Turner is going to have his kids prepared. Their defensive coaching staff's going to be prepared, and we'll do a good job of getting our kids prepared, and I know our kids will come out ready excited to play.
What about the fact that this game's on television? First time ever for Wise Central. What impact will that have?
You know, I don't know. I think that the kids are excited, definitely. I mean, I can imagine if I was a 16, 17-year-old and we got to play on TV, I think it's a great thing. I think they're super excited, and I think we'll get the best effort out of our kids Friday.
Is there one X factor that goes into this game, do you think, when it comes to rivalries?
You know, I don't know if it's X factors for us, just because of the way we go about doing things. I think we have to stay on time. We can't have crazy penalties. We can't turn the football over. We've got to do a good job of running our offense, and we've got to play lights out and fast defensively.
And one other thing, probably, because of your offense, you can't really fall too far behind, can you?
You know, our offense is built on us staying on time. We always talk about being on time. And by that, I mean staying in front of the sticks. We're not built for 3rd and 12. We're not built for 3rd and 9. You know, we're built to stay on time in the 3rd and short areas. So a lot of people, categorize us as 3 yards in a cloud of dust. And that is us a lot of the times. You know, we've got to make sure that we stay in front of the sticks and we don't have any crazy penalties, and we're not giving up big plays defensively. If they're going to score, we need to make sure that it's 10 and 12 play drives.
Coming up next, we're going to check in with longtime Union head coach Travis Turner as his Bears get ready for tonight's game against Central.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals pregame show.
Union is coming off a win over previously unbeaten Ridgeview. Now the Bears turn their attention to their Wise County rival. I asked Union head coach Travis Turner how he would describe this rivalry.
Our kids are excited about playing it, obviously having the county rival, and Central's such a good football program, and Coach Owens has done a good job with that program last few years. They're winning a lot of games, and being able to play them 3 times, and playing them in the regional championship game last year, that was something special for our kids to be able to do and have a chance to win that thing, and hopefully we'll show up Friday night.
Let's talk about your team this year. You lose that heartbreaker at Graham. What was your message to the team after the Graham game in terms of what was still ahead of them?
Well, we still had all of our goals. Our number one goal is to win the Mountain 7 District Championship every year. That's our goal. And just like every team in our district, I'm sure that's everybody's number one goal. And, we had a chance to go up by 2 scores on Graham late in the game. Had a touchdown, 80-yard touchdown called back for a holding call, and we weren't able to capitalize on that. And we gave Bradshaw a punt return touchdown that kind of got them going, that he made an unbelievable play on, broke a couple of tackles, and, he's a Division I player for a reason. So, I just told him after the game, you played as hard as you can play, but we still didn't make the plays to win the game. And a lot of that's on our coaching. That's my fault for not having you prepared to win the game. And you know, when we got an opportunity to make those plays, we got to step up and make them, and we got to be able to finish the game off. And I think we learned a lot from that Graham game. And you know, our goal is to get back because Graham's going to be deep in the playoffs, probably playing for the regional championship, have a chance to play those guys again.
How has the team responded since that loss from what you've seen?
The practices have been a lot more intense. They've been more focused, paying attention to details. You know, one of the touchdowns that Graham scored on, we didn't line up correctly on defense. We was misaligned, and Graham, you know, they happened to have the right play called at the right time and called us. And I think that's a big part of it, paying attention to the details. And you know, when you get beat, you learn a lot more when you get beat. You look a little bit deeper into it.
In the Mountain 7, it is a rugged schedule. You know, you play Ridgeview last week. You have Central this week. Abington's coming down the line. Is it easier that way for the kids to stay focused when it's just one big opponent kind of after another?
You get in the Mountain 7, you know, top to bottom, it's a tough district no matter who you're playing. And I think, you know, playing these big games right in a row, it's definitely got our kids' attention. They're excited about playing, and you know, especially if we're playing at Bullitt Park, it's always a packed house at the park. Like the Ridgeview game last week, both fan bases were passionate. It was packed, 3 or 4 deep around the fence line, and that's why it's going to be at Y Central on Friday. And then when we go to Abington in a couple of weeks, it'll be a packed house at Abington.
Central, they've had 2 games this year. When they lost to Abington, they lose to Christiansburg, where they fall behind early, battle back, and have a chance to get back in the game. They didn't. But what does that say to your team in terms of if you get up early, knowing they have the capability to come back?
Right. Central's definitely got the capabilities coming back. They've played a very tough schedule. I think they missed the Virginia High game because of COVID, and they ended up picking up Christiansburg, which was a tough contest for them. And those guys, you know, they're never down. They keep battling. You know, and that's a sign of good coaching. You know, I've known Coach Owens for a long time. We was at Virginia Tech together, and you know, that's just his characteristics. You know, that's coming out in that team. You know, they battle no matter what, no matter what the score is. They're going to play hard. Like I said, you can throw the records out, throw anything out in the past. It's definitely going to be a tough ball game Friday night.
Xavier Lomax, can you describe what he means to your team and how much better he's gotten since the spring season? He just looks bigger from on film.
Xavier's a kid he's worked his hind end off in the weight room in the off season. Dedicated himself to getting bigger, stronger, faster. After the spring football season, he went straight into track and field and competed in a state track meet, worked on his speed, worked on his explosiveness, and he's a kid that's a high character kid, yes sir, no sir kid, works hard. He loves football. He loves to come out here and practice. He's the hardest practice player we got, and that carries over to Friday night. You know, he's our team leader and our captain, and he does a lot of things right for us.
This rivalry, a lot of classic games, but this will be the first one on television. How exciting is that for these 2 schools?
It's good to have these 2 schools in Wise County, you know, to be on television and to represent their communities. I think it's a great thing that you know, being able to play your county rival, and you know, there's a lot on this game. You know, have a chance. You know, if Central wins this game, they're right back in the hunt for the district title, and if we're able to win the game, and we're going to be playing Abington next week for a chance to be in first place. So there's a lot riding on this game, and I think the kids are excited about playing. Anytime, like I said, anytime you're playing that district rival, and it's a county rival, and it takes 10 minutes to get there, you know, it's pretty special.
Straight ahead, the Prep Picks crew breaks down the top high school football games of the week.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day. Time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pals.
Y'all better hurry. The Little Meatball Sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pals, great food in a flash.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Our last slide there about co-signing agreements. I know we haven't actually made a that's lunch.
The Relief by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals pregame show brought to you by Food City. It's time to go inside the numbers on tonight's matchup.
Union and Central are very familiar with one another. The two teams played in March at Bullitt Park. Central won that game 27-7. Then less than a month later, they met again in the region championship game at Central, but Union won that one 14-13 to move on to the state semifinals. So tonight's game will be the third matchup in 7 months between these two schools.
Hi, I'm Steve Smith with Food City. It's great to partner with WCYB to sponsor the Friday Night Rivals pregame show. Football is so important to our communities as families gather to root on their home team, whether they're watching the game in person or on TV. And we're excited to be a sponsor, and don't forget, Food City is your tailgating headquarters.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition.
We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers.
And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota, let's go places.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
Welcome into Week 9 of Prep Picks. Casey Getz alongside Heather Williams and Steve Wynn with ESPN Tri-Cities, TriCitySports.com. Last week, Steve and I went 3-2. Heather went 2-3. So that means we have a three-way tie for first place. We're right back where we started, everybody. Heather, you're going to get the first crack this week in Southwest Virginia, a battle of unbeatens. Virginia High traveling to Graham.
This is going to be a fun game, much anticipated game. We know that Virginia High can put up the points on offense. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to do anything to slow down Graham on defense, because even though Virginia High has been putting up a lot of points, they've been giving up relatively a lot of points as well, 30, 25 points, somewhere in there. But I guess if you're scoring 65, you don't really have to stop people. Can they slow down Graham enough to outpoint them. I think they can. I'm going with the Bearcats.
Before the season started, I didn't even think this game might be part of our Prep Picks edition, but that's what that Virginia High Bearcat offense has done that Heather talked about. But they're facing their toughest challenge of the year in Graham. I think Graham allows some points to Virginia High. You can't shut that offense completely down, but I think they get enough stops to get the win and stop that Bearcat winning streak.
I think Graham gets the win, but I think Virginia High makes this a game for 2.5, maybe 3 quarters, and they close the gap between where they were in the spring and now. That if they see Graham again, maybe they close it a little bit more, but I'm going to take the G-Men. All right, Steve, Northeast Tennessee, playoff positioning up for grabs. Region 1 3A, West Green at Unicoi County. Both teams are unbeaten in region play. Both teams, though, coming off losses to Cloudland in recent weeks.
You mentioned both of these teams losing to Cloudland recently. West Green did lose on the road. Unicoi County lost big at home this week. Also, West Green was able offensively to put some points up against Class 5A Cherokee last week. I like West Green on the road in this one. Keep their title hopes alive.
I guess this is going to be the edition of Prep Picks where I disagree with Steve all day, because I actually like Unicoi County. I think coming off that loss, they're going to be mad. I think that besides that loss to Cloudland, in recent history, in the recent weeks, they've been playing a lot better than West Green. Now, I think it's going to be super close. I think West Green is definitely going to make this a nail-biter. It's going to be one of those games where I'm going to be worried all night. But I think at the end, I think the Blue Devils will eke out the win.
I'm going to agree with Heather on this one. I think Unicoi County, they have to feel a little bit embarrassed how they lost to Cloudland. Not that they lost, but losing 28-0 at home, completely shut out in all facets of the game. They could not do anything offensively, could not stop Cloudland. I think Drew Rice is going to be pretty hard on his guys this week at practice. I think it pays off. Friday night, Unicoi County gets back on track. They get a win. Heather, another first-place battle, Region 1 6A, Jefferson County, Science Hill. The winner of this one will have the inside track to a region title.
Boy, the Science Hill had a wild week, didn't they? Their field flooded. They had a tough test from Daniel Boone. I think this is going to be another test for them. I think it's going to be a difficult game. Jefferson County is not a pushover. In fact, they have a very potent offense. They are very good. I think I'm going to pick Jeffco in this one.
This wouldn't be a Week 9 edition of Prep Picks if I went with Heather. So I'm going to pick against Heather. I'm going to go with Science Hill. I think the win over Dobbins-Bennett has certainly got Science Hill's attention regarding Jefferson County. And Jefferson County has kind of, you know, they've kept Science Hill from doing some things in the region play in the last couple of years, and I think the Hilltoppers remember that.
I think Science Hill, I mean, Heather, you watched them play last week against Daniel Boone. Way too many turnovers, very sloppy game for Science Hill. I think they clean that up this week. The Toppers, this could be their last home game. If they don't win, it will likely definitely be their last home game of the season. I think they get this win going into their bye week. Science Hill, a little momentum heading into the big showdown with Dobbins-Bennett in 2 weeks. Next up, Steve, we go to Region 1 5A, Tennessee High at Daniel Boone. Now, the winner of this game will stay in the hunt for a home playoff game.
Yeah, and if Tennessee High wins, that gives the region title to David Crockett, I believe, a week before the Musket Bowl even happened. So it's a big game in Region 1 5A. 4 of those 5 teams go to the playoffs. Tennessee High, just what an unbelievable year they've had with tragedies and injuries. They just keep moving kids around, finding kids, bringing kids up from junior varsity level, playing pretty good football. They're playing a Daniel Boone team that won the turnover margin by +5 at Science Hill, but still only got 1 offensive touchdown. Can the Blazers score enough points to keep up with the Vikings? I think I'm going to get Tennessee High in this one.
I think this is going to be a really interesting game because both teams really need to win this game for their seasons, for momentum, for playoff seeding, as we talked about. I think it's a big game. Now, as Casey mentioned, I was at that game, Daniel Boone against Science Hill, and I don't know what it is, but there is definitely something just missing on the offense for Daniel Boone. But I think that defense is strong enough, especially with the Tennessee High team that's dealing with a lot of injuries on offense. We're going to continue. I'm going to go with Boone.
Because it's at Boone, I believe this will only be their second home game of the season. I'll take the Trailblazers to get the win. Finally, Steve, our Friday Night Rivals TV game this week, Union at Central.
Yes, Union, thank you very much. You made me look bad yet again. So I was going to try not to further embarrass myself this week. This jacket may have taken care of that. But I'm going to go with Union, keep the folks up there in Big Stone happy for me with once, and I'll take Union to win this one.
I mean, they were actually mentioning my name in the same breath as yours this week, Steve. It hurts my heart. Union, what are you doing? Good news. I'm actually going to agree with Steve this one time. I'm going to pick Union.
Steve, I like the jacket, by the way. I think it's going to be close. I would not be surprised if Central jumps out early, but I think Union will get the win. Their experience, they returned all of their guys from last year's team. Central, they did lose a couple to graduation. They still have some guys back. I think Union gets the win. It's going to be hard fought. It's going to be a lot of fun between Union and Central. You can get all your scores and highlights for this week's games coming up on Friday Night Huddle.
It's your definition of fresh. At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Boo, all you ghouls and goblins. Halloween is near, and we want your best spooky snack photos. During News 5 at 5 each weeknight from October 22nd to the 29th, we'll be highlighting your creepiest Halloween treat picks. Vote for your favorites at WCYB.com. News 5 and Food City are giving one lucky winner a $50 Food City gift card and Erie treat bag. Upload your spooky snack photos to our WCYB.com's contest page. The Spooky Snack Photo Contest is sponsored by Food City, your Halloween headquarters.
You're watching the Tri-Cities CW.
The view in Wise County is out of this world. And when you climb the mountain, you get the reveal of Central High School here in Norton, where tonight Union faces Central in a crucial district game with Purple Mountain Majesty in the distance. This is P.J. Johnson along with Sports Director Casey Getz. Just an unbelievable scene here in this beautiful football field. It is a pink-out night. The Spirit Walk is getting ready to form, and here comes Central High School decked out in the pink. One-of-a-kind entrance at this beautiful facility, Casey.
First time we've been here, first time Central's got to be on television. Really excited. We've had Union a couple times as well. Big rivalry, just 11 miles apart, PJ, these two schools.
We are ready for a rip-roaring time tonight on top of the mountain in Norton. And we'll have the opening kickoff coming up on Friday Night Rivals.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road in the aggressively styled, incredibly comfortable Toyota Highlander.
With your choice of a powerful V6
or best-in-class hybrid engine.
The Toyota Highlander can handle anything that comes your way.
And it holds its value better than anything in its class.
During Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on remaining new 21 Highlanders. Plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
It's pretty easy to see why.
Highlander is #1. Toyota. Let's go places.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pal's.
Y'all better hurry. The little meatball sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pals, great food in a flash.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Toyota's Friday Night Rentals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
We are on top of the world, Norton, Virginia, for a key district battle between Union and Central, the 2 big schools in Wise County. It's going to be a great showdown tonight. Casey, we got some key players to talk about as well.
We do. We're going to start with, not sure which team we'll start with. How about Xavier Lomax from Union, our reigning News 5 Player of the Week. You'll see him on both sides of the ball. And then on Central, it's Matthew Boggs. He is the bell cow of this running attack. Coach is hoping to get to him between 12 to 18 carries a game for them to be successful. As for keys to the game tonight, for Union, it's all about penalties. And their one loss to Graham, they were penalized a lot. And don't turn the ball over. For Central, stay on schedule. What does that mean? Don't get behind the sticks and then finish drives. That's been their Achilles heel, PJ. They have been unable to punch it in the end zone.
And it does appear that Central's won the toss, and they will receive as we get ready to kick it off here. This beautiful facility at Central High School in Wise County, Virginia. Just a perfect night for high school football. We're ready to get underway. Goes the kick. And it will be returned. Bringing that back for Central, breaking a couple of tackles. And it'll be first down and 10 now for the Warriors. Braden Church, the quarterback. Everything's in pink tonight, Casey. Pink out here at Central High School.
Month of October, breast cancer awareness. So nice of Central to have the pink jerseys tonight. We'll see throughout the game several shots here. Students, all the fans on the home sidelines in pink. Good starting field position for the Warriors at their own 37-yard line.
Church is a really valuable part of this offense, can do a little bit of everything. This time he's going to go to the air, which is a surprise. We figured that Central probably wouldn't throw the ball 5 or 6 times tonight.
Well, that's what they probably were thinking Union would think, and they try to throw the ball there. Braden Church, and again, a lot of those, the backs there, they run the wing T, whether it's Ethan Mullins, Logan Mullins, Matthew Boggs, Tyson Tester, all 4 of those guys will see between 6 to 12, maybe up to 15 carries if somebody has a hot hand.
They certainly will, and Luke Owens, coach here at Central, the old lineman for Virginia Tech, just loves smash mouth football and loves the wing T. He loves to run it at you and just dare you to stop him. That's what they're going to do tonight. Man in motion. It's the motion back, and that is Boggs. As Casey said, he's the bell cow for this offense. He will carry the ball the bulk of the time, although you got to keep your eye on Sturgill, the powerful fullback. They'll give him up close. Now, on defense, Casey, Union's got some studs over there as well.
They do. You'll see a lot of guys going on both sides. Malachi Jenkins, a DB and receiver. Lomax, we touched on him. Linebacker, running back. Bradley Bunch, the starting quarterback for Union, also in the secondary as well. And then Johnny Satterfield and those guys up front. Union's defense, they gave up 28 points to Graham in their one loss. One of those was a punt return on special teams. But Union's defense very solid.
You touched on this earlier. Central has a habit of starting slow. They cannot afford to start slow tonight because it will be hard to catch up against this Union offense. Low snap, and Church had nothing to do but just pounce on that ball. That'll bring up 4th down now, and Union's probably going to get pretty good field position out of this.
You see Travis Turner, the head coach of Union. He's been the only coach this school has ever had since they opened about a decade ago.
course, his son, or his father, I should say, Tom Turner, a legend in the coaching circles. And Travis, of course, was quite a player back in his day as well, back in the day at Appalachian High School. Sicker will punt it away. It's a good punt. And this was going to be returned. And staying on his feet. For the return, Malachi Jenkins. And that will give Union their first possession of the game. Now, their quarterback, of course, this is a guy that you've covered in multiple sports, Casey.
Bradley Bunch, last year, he helped Union win a state championship in basketball. And remember, in Virginia, the sports were kind of out of order. Basketball season was before football season, so he kind of missed all of preseason practice for football. He became the full-time starting quarterback midway through last year, helped Union reach the state semifinals, and this year he's picking off where he left off.
He has to be the tallest quarterback in the region, I think.
One of them for sure, yeah, and he can a heck of a basketball player, too.
So from the shotgun, they'll run multiple formations, just a little screen pass out there to Lomax. They just want to get the ball in the hands of Lomax because he's such a great offensive threat, Case.
Yeah, here's this offensive lineup for Union. Those guys up front, the offensive linemen, Keith, Hamilton, Mabe, Reynolds, Hall. Those are the guys who are going to open up the running lanes for Lomax and Satterfield and Jenkins, even on some jet sweeps.
They'll run multiple formations out of this spread. They will do some power football as well. They just don't like to throw it all around like you would think for a spread formation. Good shot a bunch, and he's going to keep it himself. He's got some running room. He'll have to turn it up to the 40, and he does, and he goes forward almost to the 44-yard line. That defense by Central, their linebackers key, this Logan Mullins especially.
Mullins, Sturgill, Tester, yeah, those guys are going to have to be coming downhill with Lomax. You can't let him get started. He has the power and the speed. Number 3 for Union is going to be tough to handle. The Central defense, you know, their losses. They lost to Abingdon 28-21. They lost to Ridgeview 12-0. So the defense has played well for most of the year for the Central team.
Because of the crazy COVID situation, these two teams played not that long ago. In fact, they played twice just in the spring, right?
They played twice a month apart, once in March at Bullitt Park. Central won that one. Union returned the favor right here in April in the region championship game.
Now Bunch is going to roll out to the right. He's going to put it up in the air. He's got a receiver out there, but it's going to sail, and I think it's out of bounds, although it was a great catch. They're going to get in the catch?
They're saying it's
I believe
catch.
They are. Oh, my goodness. We'll have to take a closer look at that. What a catch that was out there.
That was Corbin Jenkins.
There's Luke Owens saying he was out of bounds by a mile. Look at it again. Great shot of Bunch. And keep your eye on the feed here. Oh, boy, I'm not so sure about that. But we'll go with the official call, even though Luke Owens is not happy about it. You can read his lips there. Wasn't he out of bounds? Nevertheless, Union's going to take advantage of this because it's a Bank of Tennessee first down, first big play of the game. Boy, Bunch showing off that arm that time, Casey. He really rifled that one.
And Corbin Jenkins, you know, made a really nice catch and put it in position where it was able to be called a catch, even if it wasn't, because he made a nice play on it as Lomax gets stuffed.
Now, we talked about those linebackers. They were waiting for Lomax that time. Brings second down and long. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go for Lomax. That's how you contain speed. You stop him at the line. So these players know each other very well. All those meetings last spring and now here in the fall. And, of course, they know each other a lot because in the same county. From the shotgun. Bunch fakes the throw. Now he throws it out. Again, it's Jenkins. He's going to dive up. That ball comes loose, but I think he was down. They will call him down, and there's a flag on the play.
I think it's going to be an illegal block in the back against Union.
We're waiting for the official call.
More discussion.
Your old buddy Steve Honaker on the officiating crew tonight.
There were 2 fouls on the play. Illegal procedure against the white. That penalty is declined. Holding on the white. That penalty is accepted. It'll be second down.
We've got it here on the replay. Check the right side of the screen as Bunch rolls out. Keep your eye on that play right there around the neck. There's your hold. Great job as always by our excellent crew to bring you the latest on those penalties, show you where they come from. They don't miss many. So now Bunch is going to have second. About a foot-long hot dog here. They're going to have more than 10 yards to go. He's got some work to do. Again from the shotgun. Straight drop back. Sets up the screen perfectly to Lomax. He's got a couple of blockers. He breaks through. He's going to get a lot of that yardage back. That could have gone for a lot more. Great defense by Wise Central to stop Lomax because it looked like he had a couple of blockers, Case.
Nice play call there by Union going with the screen. They got that penalty yardage back and then some. There's a screen there to the right side. Those linemen out in front, and Lomax breaks. There's one missed tackle there, and Lomax drags another defender about 4 more yards. This Union crowd, and we rolled up here about 4:30, PJ, where there's about 30, 35 Union fans waiting outside the gate. They didn't open up the gates here till a little after 5 o'clock.
That was Logan Mullins, the linebacker that slowed that play down. Bunch to the air. Complete. Malachi Jenkins.
It's going to be really close to a first down. Looked like he had to get right to the 15-yard line.
Just short, it looks like.
Yeah, they're going to say 4th and inches, maybe just 1 inch. Certainly I expect Union to go for this here, put in some of the big boys. You got a quarterback like Bradley Bunch, who is around 6'5", 6'6". Make an awful lot of sense to just tell him to lower his head and fall forward.
We had so much fun this week talking to both these coaches because both these coaches have so many connections. They were at Virginia Tech at the same time, and they both love football.
Play clock's down to 5. Union's got to hurry.
You're not going to get it off. You're going to have to call a timeout. So they call a timeout, so will we. We'll be back with more Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers after this.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family. You'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition.
We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers.
And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
And as always, I'd like to welcome all our Facebook viewers to Northern Virginia tonight to this key contest between Union and Central. We know you enjoy our internet coverage, and we appreciate you tagging along. So it's 4th down, Casey. Do you keep it simple and sneak, or go with power?
I would say Bunch just fall forward.
Here we go. That's Lomax off tackle. He's got the first down and more. Just short of the touchdown. So defense was thinking like Casey. They stopped it on the inside, left the outside for a Bank of Tennessee first down. And when you give the ball to Xavier Lomax, he can do things like this.
Really nice blocking at the point of attack for that Union offensive line. Lomax inside the 5, be 1st and goal for Union.
Coach Turner told us how hard Lomax worked on the track team to improve his speed. Wants to play college football, knows he has to get a little bit faster. And that guy is pretty fast now. Here we go. Straight handoff to Lomax. Stopped at the line. Keeps those legs moving. But Central says, no way, buddy. You're not getting in. Not this soon. 2nd down. for the Bears.
The Central defense, Brady Sturgill, number 70, made Lomax kind of shift outside a little bit, slowed him down just enough, and the help came and kept him out of the end zone. The ball's just inside the 2-yard line.
Bunch under center. Another handoff. Lomax, and this time he's going to power his way in for an easy touchdown, and the Bears are on the board for a Toyota touchdown.
Give it to your workhorse, Xavier Lomax. This time, it's a better push up front. Lomax lowers his shoulder over a defender, and Union strikes first.
Braden Morton on to kick the extra point. Good view, and the kick is up and right through the uprights. So we've got a 7-0 game as the Bears find their cave. The cave is the end zone this time. 7-0 Union. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road again in the rugged new Toyota Tacoma.
With a 3.5-liter V6, crawl control, and multi-terrain select, Tacoma can go anywhere and do anything. And Tacoma's been the #1 truck in its class for 16 years.
#1 in resale value, too.
We're not selling this bad boy.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get a new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing, with new Tacomas arriving daily.
People around here love their Tacomas.
Toyota, let's go places.
Convenience. Everyone loves it. That's why Eastman Credit Union makes managing your finances easier. Our top-rated mobile app lets you deposit checks and a snap. Get text message alerts about your account. Plus, ECU members have access to over 56,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Now that's convenient. Let ECU make your life easier. Convenience. It's what we do. Eastman Credit Union.
You are going to love the views tonight of the Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford. We're in a perfect location to show off the capabilities of this amazing machine. Get a good look at the turf field here at Central High School. Just an unbelievable facility and a great setting for a football game, Casey.
We were up here the other day talking to Coach Owens, and we were like, we can't wait to get the drone up here, the Sky 5 drone. And Ricky Matthews and Keith Roberts had a lot of great shots tonight. That scoring recap for the Jason Foundation for Union was 10 plays, 65 yards, 5 minutes. Finishing with a 2-yard touchdown run from Xavier Lomax.
And now a Toyota kickoff. Central's going to try to get back in this game. The kick goes into the end zone. He's going to bring it out. And remember, he caught that ball short of the end zone and went into the end zone. So that is legal in high school. If you catch it in the end zone, you can't bring it out. That's why he was able to bring it out. They really didn't get great field position about what they would have gotten with a touchback.
Yeah, Matthew Boggs returning that kick. It was a nice kick by Union. We'll see this Central offense. We talked about it, PJ, they lost to Ridgeview 12-0 when they played Abingdon. They were down, I believe, 28-7 in that one and came back. Made it 28-21. They also lost to Christiansburg, who is another Class 3 school like Abingdon.
So you got an extra yard out of it to the 21. Here comes Boggs trying to get more. Good block this time. Now, this kid's got some speed if he gets on the outside. It's a good game by Central on first down, and that's what this offense needs to do. They have to get 5 and 6 yards on first down so they don't find themselves in 3rd and long, because they're not built for 3rd and long.
The phrase they use here at Central is stay on time. And what does that mean? It's first down, you pick up 3 to 4 yards. It's 2nd and 7. What this offense is not built for is to be in 3rd and 9, 2nd and 13. They cannot have negative plays because the way they like to run the ball, it's not designed to pick up 20, 25 yards at a clip. But the 3 to 4 yards at a time, it adds up, and then first downs.
This can be a deceptive offense. Boggs, again, getting the call up the middle. He's about 2 yards short of the first down, exactly where Central wants to be. There's a lot of deception can go into the wing tee. I'm sure we'll get into that as the game moves along. I'm sure Coach Owens will put a few tricks in the pile. And of course, Travis Turner knows all about this offense because he's coached against it.
That looks like Mason Polier standing on the Union sidelines right behind Coach Turner. He was a star for Union a couple years ago, playing at UVA Wise now, I believe.
Goes the quarterback sneak by Braden Church. That should be enough to get that first down. He was a heck of a ball player at Union. Good running back. I believe he's a linebacker now at UVA Wise. And, of course, we used to get a lot of correspondence from his mother back in the day. That was always a lot of fun.
That's the first down of the game for Central. They went 3 and out on their first possession.
Braden Church, a quarterback. Quick handoff again.
Isaac Keith on the tackle for...
That was Sturgill, the fullback. Now watch the defense on this, their reaction when Sturgill gets the ball. You see the middle linebacker there, 50? He goes right to that hole and fills the hole and says, no way, Sturgill. I knew that play was coming.
Isaac Keith, just a sophomore.
That's how you play middle linebacker. Got to read those blocks, figure out where they're going. Boggs in motion. He'll get the little sweep. And he breaks loose. Gets the first down. Showed off some of that speed right there as he goes for a Bank of Tennessee first down just short of the 50-yard line. And the Pink Warriors are having some fun.
Really nice job by Boggs. One cut and then go north-south.
Coach Owens loves this offensive line because he's got them all back. Belcher, Kaiser, Salyers, Hawkins, and Hobbs. As an old offensive lineman, it makes sense that Owens would like his offensive line. A veteran offensive line is, when you have that, you always have a chance to play with anybody. Inside handoff. This time it's Tester. Tyson Tester, he's the son of Greg Tester, who's on the staff here. You might remember Greg, a standout running back who had a great high school football career in Southwest Virginia and Hurley High School, and went on to play college football at several different schools. And his dad was, boy, a well of a player back in the day. Tyson Tester with a nice run off the wing position. Second down and about 4. This time it's Boggs looking for those blocks. Trying to read.
Some missed tackles there by Union. Boggs could have been around the line of scrimmage. Landon Parsons unable to bring down Mullins, and now it's 3rd and 1 instead of, it would have been about 3rd and 5 if could have made that tackle. Parsons.
Yeah, he's got probably a long 1 yard here. Now last time it was just a simple sneak by the quarterback, by Church. And this time it's going to be a handoff. And there goes Boggs, bouncing, getting another Bank of Tennessee first down. Well, this is exactly how Central wants to play football, Casey. Owens told us it was nothing for us to run off 5 or 6 minutes off the clock with one of our offensive drives.
When they played Abingdon a couple weeks ago, they got the ball to restart the second half. The drive went over 9 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
Off the 3rd quarter clock. And they finished it with a touchdown. Now, that was the one issue against Ridgeview. Coach telling us they got the ball, I believe, inside the red zone 6 times, 0 points in their loss to Ridgeview.
That's not in the game plan. This is. There you go with Church up the middle on the quarterback draw. First quarter's going to run out here, down to 45 seconds.
When you have 2 running teams like this, I mean, think, Union's had 1 possession in the first quarter. Right. Central had a 3 and out, and now this second possession they've had, it's been over 5 minutes.
And that's just fine with that man, chewing the gum. Luke Owens loves this offense. Works for his kids. To the air we go. Ethan Mullins out on the wing. He breaks through to the 20 and inside for another first down. A Bank of Tennessee first down.
That's what running the football does. Look how wide open Mullins is. There's 2 defenders out there, and he makes Malachi Jenkins miss and picks up the first down. And if you can run the ball as well as they do, the defense has to zone in on that. It does open things up on the outside, and it's important to do that every now and then just to keep the defense honest, thinking, okay, they could throw it here. We'll see.
Looks like they're going to let it run out. So it has been a first quarter of action completed in the book, a very quick first quarter. So we're going to take a break and have more on Friday Night Rivals, brought to you by your local Toyota dealers.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition.
We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers.
And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Our last slide there about co-signing agreements. I know we haven't actually made a that's lunch.
Relief by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
Getting quite the workout tonight. Beautiful view of this stadium here in Norton, Virginia. The Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford. Well, we've got a good one. 7-0 right now. Pink out here at Central High School, and the kids are enjoying that. We've seen pink socks, pink shorts, pink shirts, hats, hair, a whole bit.
And numbers on the football field.
Speaking of numbers, Central trying to put 7 on the board. They trail 7-0 right now as Union takes the early lead. But the offense has just been smoothly operating for Central High School. Getting 4 and 5 yards a crack. There's your quarterback, Braden Church. He's done a great job. And Matthew Boggs, number 20, has been carrying the ball most of this first quarter. We'll see what happens here now in the second quarter.
This is the area where Central has to finish the drives. They've done a great job driving down the length of the field inside the red zone. They have to finish here, put points on the board.
Church under center. He'll hand it off. That's your fullback. Looked like Sturgill on the carry. It was Sturgill. He gets the dirty yards on the inside. Here we go with a key third down. Maybe the most important play of the game so far. Because if Union can stop them here, it's going to be really tough. What do you do on 4th down? Do they have something special to try here on 3rd down and 4? Under center, Church. Boggs behind him. And now,
call timeout.
There is a timeout. While we've got this timeout, let's hear from our friends at Fairway Financial.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
When purchasing a big ticket item such as a house, car, or recreational vehicle, The term of the loan that you choose is extremely important. The term refers to the amount of months that you finance the loan for. In general, the shorter the term that you choose and can handle in your budget, the lower the interest rate, and you can save a lot of interest payback over the long haul. It is important to think that through when choosing that final term on any loan that you choose, because it can save you a lot of money over the long haul.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
Another important third down. So you would think if you call timeout, you must have a play you want to run on third down. You probably practice this play, and now it's just up to these guys to execute.
The play clock was running down as well. You know, in the first half, I want to make sure everybody's on the same page. You can't afford a false start or delay game in this situation.
There we go. Nothing fancy. That's Boggs.
It's Isaac Keefe leading the way once again. The sophomore having a really good game on defense so far. A couple of big tackles for Union. Going to be fourth down.
They only gained about a yard.
Yeah, no, I mean, watch number 50.
Oh, man, does he plug that hole.
And really impressed with Keefe as a sophomore in the middle there in this Union defense. All right, here's your play of the game so far.
Fourth down. Oh, no. They got him jumped. They use the eagerness of Union.
The fourth snap, offsides against the defense. 5-yard penalty, result in the first down.
Well, we talked about penalties. We said Central had to avoid him, but of course that goes for Union too on fourth down.
That's a killer for the Bears. I mean, it's one thing if they pick it up, you tip your cap to them, but you just gave them a free first down, and now it's first and goal. Well done there by Central, though, going with the hard count. And it was 2 Union players. It wasn't just one. 2 guys jumped into the neutral zone.
So that was a good job by Church. Church with the inside handoff to Sturgill. And once again, he's hit by those linebackers.
It's really how the quarterback, it's amazing how you hear it on, you know, more on the NFL because the microphones are all over the place, how they can, whether it's Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees used to do it really well, is how they use their voice and the cadence. And it's amazing how they can get guys off sides. And that's kind of a lost and fine art for the quarterback to be able to do that.
That was Landon Parsons that shot the gap and made that stop. Second down now. From the shotgun. It's going to be a rollout and a pass. And that's just out of the reach of the receiver. That was Mullins. He was open, Casey.
Church would probably like to have that one back now. It's third and goal. And you're Central here, Luke Owens and his staff, you know, you're thinking, all right, we have 2 downs to pick this up here. And as the right-handed quarterback rolling out to his left and just a little high, you know, Bradley Bunch was there as well. I don't know if he would have got in the end zone, but if he catches that, he's down probably at the 2-yard line or 1-yard line.
So we're on the 6-yard line. Third down. Up the middle. Got a couple, that's all. Boggs.
I think against this Union team, I don't think field goals. Looks like they're going to run a lot of different guys on here. Looks like they're kicking a field goal. They are going to go with the field goal attempt.
Ricky Onati, the kicker. Central trying to get on the board. And you see the kick is up, and it's just beautiful. Perfect. Central is on the board after that short field goal, so it's 7-3. Lots more football to come on Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle. Did you know Toyota has more all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else?
15 to be exact, including the legendary Off-Road King 4Runner.
The best-selling Camry made even better with all-wheel drive.
This Venza hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Or Sienna with a best-in-class 630-mile driving range.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on any remaining new 21 Sienna or Venza. When you run the numbers,
Toyota is number one.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
And welcome back to Wise County, Virginia. We've got a good one. Union leads Central 7-3 after a short field goal by Ricky Anata. And we're getting ready for the Toyota kickoff. 8 minutes and 9 seconds left here. I have to think overall, Luke Owens is pretty happy with that drive, Casey. I mean, they did what they wanted to do. They did not score a touchdown, but they controlled the clock, and they were able to move the ball.
I kind of think it's a push. I mean, I don't know if field goals are going to be enough to win this game for Central, but just psychologically, I don't think they could come away with 0 after that drive. Certainly Union, I think, wins because they kept them out of the end zone, and if they're going to kick field goals, Union, I think, will take that. That Jason Foundation scoring recap was 16-play drive, PJ, 68 yards. But here it took 9 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock, ending with a field goal for Central. It's 7-3. Union, you know, there's 8:09 left in the second quarter, and they're getting ready for their second possession of the game.
Time is of the essence tonight. Both these teams eat the clock. Union's going to get really good field position here as they move it up to about the 40-yard line. Bradley Bunch will bring his bunch onto the field. Travis Turner talking things over with his quarterback.
It's been a long time since this Union offense has been on the field. Now, a lot of these guys have been on the field. They've just been playing defense for the last 9 minutes.
Three receivers to the far left. Bunch shotgun. He's going to throw it out. That's well defended by Central after a couple yards gained there. Anderson on the reception.
Rayshawn Anderson, he is a sophomore. Just looking at the Union roster here, he's a sophomore. It says quarterback DB, so Aller's out there receiver, but he might be the backup quarterback.
From the shotgun, second and long. Lomax falls loose, and Central's on it. The defense has stopped Union. Just looked like the ball got poked out. There's Lomax. There you go. You see the arm in there. Number 72 caused that fumble.
It was Austin Clevinger.
Just got that big paw in there, knocked that ball loose. Now the Central offense can go to work.
What a play by Clevinger to force that fumble of Lomax.
Here comes the wing play. No go. Again, those terrific linebackers. That's Keith again on the tackle. He's been everywhere tonight.
This is a big, big opportunity here for Central. They get the field goal, and then Union, they fumble on their second play. Now the way Central has been able to run clock off here. Yes, they're at the 42-yard line, so they may not be able to go on a 9-minute drive here, but certainly with 6:45 left in the first half, they could chew up a lot of this clock if they do what they did on their most recent possession.
To the air, Mullins breaks a tackle, breaks two, gets up close to the 30-yard line. And that's going to move the chains for a Toyota first down. Just a little flip pass out in the flats. Ethan Mullins catches it, eludes one tackler, and breaks another for the first down. Church under center. Again, the fullback, Sturgill. 6 minutes left here before halftime. I mean, this offense really does chew the clock.
You know, turnovers are never good no matter what, but especially in a game where there's such limited possessions, it really magnifies them even more because Union, there's no guarantee they may get the ball back with 2 minutes left in the half, you know, so that's why, you know, if this was a game where they were throwing it all over the field, okay, you can maybe overcome a turnover because you know you're going to get the ball in another couple minutes.
Church is going to keep it, surveys the field and finds a little hole and gets some yardage. Not enough for a first down, but a good gain. Quarterback using his eyes just to get a little pathway. Takes what the defense gives him.
3rd and 3 here. The ball's at the 24, so I don't think a field goal would be an option here because you're looking at about a 41-yarder if they don't pick up any yards here.
Another key third down is going to be Church running it again. And he better get a big push, and he's not going to get a good push. He's not going to get that first down.
Looks like he's going to be about a half a yard short, which I don't think that'll bother Coach Owens too much.
Not from this location.
This Union defense has been on the field a lot tonight in the first half. We'll see here again, you know, the last time they had a 4th down, they used the hard count to draw them off sides.
Going to be Church going straight ahead. He gets a big push, and I think he's going to have enough for the first down.
I think that second effort from Church got it first there. He didn't get very far, but he had good second effort.
They need to put in that dump truck formation so they can get somebody to give him a bigger push, right? 3 minutes and 56 seconds. And like you said, Union may not get the ball back, you know, with just a minute or so left in this half.
Both teams have 2 timeouts left in the first half.
Central content to chew it up. It's Mullins in motion. He takes a little jet sweep, and that's a good run for about 8. A little different formation that time. Different play call for Central. Kind of a late handoff to Mullins. He makes the most of it, cuts it up, keeps those legs churning.
Don't be surprised if they run that again, but give it on the dive there because that looked like that was open as well. And coaches are going to keep track of, they always, if you run a play, there's always another way you can go off a play. You can possibly go back to that later in the game.
Mullins in motion. Hand off to the fullback. He's going to be thrown back. It was Tester.
Central has done a really good job in this first half of staying on schedule, as we talked about before the game. That is so important to their success. They have not had, that could be the broadcaster jinx, but they have not been penalized yet tonight. Central, there's only been, well, there was 2 penalties against Union on the same play earlier, but very clean game penalty-wise.
2:22 and counting. Third down.
We got a timeout from Union.
Let's see what they decide to do. They've got a timeout, and so do we. We'll be back with more Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota, let's go places.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pal's.
Y'all better hurry. The little meatball sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pal's, great food in a flash.
Suicide is preventable, and everyone has a part to play. Visit TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com and learn how you can make a difference.
The Sky 5 drone, powered by Empire Ford. Give you a good look at this beautiful football facility on top of the mountain here in Norton, Virginia. The Battle of Wise County. Union and Central at 7-3 right now, but Central is driving. A key third down. What do you expect, Casey?
Out of the shotgun, if they stay in the shotgun, now they're going to flip sides here. Looks like we have Mullins lining up the quarterback in the Wildcat.
It's going to be a sweep to the left side. Mullins uses his speed, but he's going to be thrown back. Again, those linebackers for Union doing the job.
Be 4th down. Is again 4th and 1. Little first time we've seen somebody other than Church lined up at quarterback for Central. Now, last year, Mullins, I believe, was the starting quarterback for Central. They moved him out to the receiver position this year and brought in Braden Church. So 4th down. We're going to go for it.
4th and short. Nobody's over center. He could just sneak this ball, but he doesn't. He hands it off to Boggs. Looks like he'll have enough.
Yeah, looks like they got him inside the 10-yard line. Ball's going to be at the 9 with 1:29 left in the first half.
My goodness, they've gobbled up almost all this ball.
Union has run 2 plays in the second quarter.
Kicker warming up. Renata. Church, he's going to keep it. Oh, he's hit hard. And again, it's that linebacker, Keith, to make the tackle.
That time, though, Gabe Sneed, 33, did a really good job setting the edge for Union, making Church cut back inside. Watch 33, does a really good job out there setting the edge. Church has to cut it in, and Keith is waiting for him. Really good discipline by Gabe Sneed. And really here, PJ, now the clock kind of becomes a factor for Central. I mean, it's 45 seconds left. The ball's at the 9-yard line. They do have 2 timeouts left.
Church to the air. He's got somebody open. It's complete to Tester. And he's got a touchdown. Central scores their first touchdown of the night.
Play action, wide open, Tyson Tester. Again, that's what you get when you just run it as well as they do, and nobody was out there on Tester.
Ricky Anata will try to knot it down the middle, and he does. Central takes a 10-7 lead. Here's your replay as we head to break.
Toyota and your local Toyota dealer are combining resources to support our area high schools. We stand together as community partners for our high school athletes and their families to help schools and students get the most out of their high school years. Toyota is proud to join News 5 WCYB, Fox 39 WEMT, and Tri-Cities CW to provide each host team with a charitable donation to their school. Proudly presented by Toyota and your local Toyota dealer. Tonight's donation goes to the Wise Central Warriors.
It was certainly a clinic on how to control the football in the second quarter put on by these Warriors, Casey.
The Jason Foundation scoring recap for Central: 12 plays, 42 yards, took 6 minutes and 49 seconds to go 42 yards, finishing with a Church to Tyson Tester 9-yard touchdown. And again, Union has run 2 plays in this second quarter. After Central kicked the field goal, Union ran a pass to Anderson, then Lomax fumbled. It's been all Central the rest of the way. Wow.
We were just kind of talking that, maybe Union would get the ball back with a couple of minutes. They're going to have less than 30 seconds. Crazy game.
Now it's important here for Central to have a good coverage on here. You don't want to get Union to get this ball out to around midfield and think they have a chance to get some points here in the final 30 seconds.
And that ball sails out of bounds. I'm not sure what that was about. If you just hooked a drive off the first tee or what. They're going to get great field position here.
5-yard penalty on the kicking team. First down on the 35.
Honestly, you almost wonder if they told him to kick it out of bounds.
Yeah.
I mean, not even give him a threat of a return.
I mean, it was so far out of bounds that I would have to think that, because we watched Anata hit those field goals and extra points. He's been beautiful. So do we have a replay on that? Yeah, we do. Watch where this ball ends up. I think he was aiming at this net, and it's good. How about that? So it looks like Union's going to be content just to run this clock out and take a 10-7 decision here at halftime. 20 seconds, clock continues to tick. Last thing you want to do is turn it over here, but Travis Turner has seen enough, apparently, as we're down inside 10 seconds now. He takes off the headset.
Union will receive the second half kickoff. They deferred after winning the coin toss, so Union will receive the ball to start the third quarter.
Well, we knew it was going to be a tight one, and so far it's lived up to the billing. We head to halftime with the Warriors of Central leading the Union Bears 10-7. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road in the aggressively styled, incredibly comfortable Toyota Highlander.
With your choice of a powerful V6
or best-in-class hybrid engine.
The Toyota Highlander can handle anything that comes your way.
And it holds its value better than anything in its class.
During Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on remaining new 21 Highlanders. Plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
It's pretty easy to see why.
Highlander is #1. Toyota. Let's go places.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Welcome to the Friendship Ram Halftime Report.
And we've got a good one. The Central Warriors on top of Union 10-7 here at halftime. The Friendship Ram Halftime Report. Now it's time for the Marsh Propane Educator Spotlight. Here's Olivia Bailey.
Tonight's Educator Spotlight is sponsored by Marsh Propane, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia.
Welcome back to another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals. We're at Union High School with their principal, Dr. Mike Goforth. And Dr. Goforth, we're back in person now. These students are in their classrooms again, and we're really starting to see the community show up in a lot of these moments post-pandemic. Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen here at Union?
Well, I think more than anything, people have been hungry to get back to ball games, and they want to support the kids. People have really missed that. It's different when you're in your home watching it on television compared to when you're at the ball game. I really applaud our kids for, our student section. We're very involved. Our community is really involved. Union, we worked really well with each other. Our primary school, our middle school, our high school, we all kind of do the same thing. We're all about the kids and making sure that the community is behind our children and we support them.
And here, especially in places like the Coalfields, the schools are such an integral part of that community. For you all, does that translate into the academic side too and allowing these opportunities for children in the classroom?
Well, you're a student athlete first. So, we tell kids that, if you don't get it done in the classroom, you're not going to be there on Friday night. And so it's a really good thing to have, over their head. You're not going to be able to be in front of that crowd, on Friday night and have a sellout crowd if you don't get it done in the classroom and you don't make good grades and you don't do things the right way.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Goforth, for being here with us. That was another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals.
And welcome back to halftime. We're going to listen in on the Central Band, all decked out in pink. The Friendship Ram Halftime Report, and we'll have more after this.
Winter is is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with propane from Marsh Propane. Family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
Convenience. Everyone loves it. That's why Eastman Credit Union makes managing your finances easier. Our top-rated mobile app lets you deposit checks and a snack. Get text message alerts about your account. Plus, ECU members have access to over 56,000 surcharge-free ATMs. Now that's convenient.
Let ECU make your life easier. Convenience. It's what we do. Eastman Credit Union.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Cut to the Chase by Jersey Mike's.
Thank you, Jake. Have a great day.
Thank you. Be a sub above.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Watching the Friendship Ram Halftime Report. Holston Medical Group is proud to recognize our scholar athletes, celebrating excellence in athletics and academics.
Hi, my name is Travis Shoup. I'm a doctor of physical therapy for Holston Medical Group's Rehabilitation in Duffield. I'm honored to announce the HMG Scholar Athletes of the Week. Bradley Bunch of Union High School and Logan Mullins of Wise Central High School. On the behalf of HMG, congratulations to Bradley and Logan for your hard work and your efforts both in the sport and in the classroom.
Union's Bradley Bunch loves sports.
Sports has helped me a lot through everything, with school and family, stuff like that, and making friends, and sports is the best thing.
The senior shines on the diamond, the hard court, and the gridiron, with lessons learned from each.
Being a good leader and, just doing things the right way.
Just this past year, he was named the Class 2A Basketball Player of the Year in Virginia, maintaining a 3.4 GPA, playing 3 sports, and working a part-time job. He is also the leader of the Future Bears basketball program.
I just like to teach people stuff.
Something he plans on continuing in his future.
I love sports, and I've always wanted to be a teacher and a coach ever since I was little. I want to be a coach for football and basketball.
Logan Mullins is a very busy teenager. The Central senior has played 4 sports for the Warriors: basketball, football, track, tennis, and he's potentially adding 1 more this year.
Probably gonna play soccer this year.
On top of all that, he volunteers with the Christmas Angel Project and for Operation Christmas Child. And he also volunteers for his church.
I help him work outside and just do volunteer work on the weekends and stuff.
And even through all that busy work, he finds time for his academics, maintaining a 4.07 GPA while being a member of multiple school clubs. On how to balance it all, Mullins said,
"It's important. You got to know what needs to be done by the end of the week, what needs to be done during the day, just to make sure you can get all your assignments turned in and still have time to work out and do the things you need for athletics."
As for what's next after graduation, he wants to follow in his father's footsteps.
I would like to be a history teacher and coach like my dad, and I see the impact he has on kids throughout the day, and I want to be able to have that impact.
All of HMG's scholar athletes have the opportunity to compete for a $5,000 scholarship to be awarded at the end of the season.
Tara here with Brett Marciel of the Jason Foundation. And Brett, why is suicide awareness and prevention so important?
Well, almost 1 out of 5 Tennessee high school youth reported that they had seriously considered suicide in the past 12 months. Now, the good news, though, is that suicide is preventable. Many times, a person who is contemplating suicide will show clear warning signs, either behaviorally or verbally, before an attempt.
And what does the Jason Foundation provide to recognize that a friend is struggling?
One of our most useful programs is our smartphone app, A Friend Asks. It provides information on those warning signs to be on the lookout for. It details risk factors that make it more likely that an individual attempts suicide. Provides examples on how to talk to a friend who may be struggling, and probably the most impactful feature is the Get Help Now button. It will connect the user to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline that is available 24/7 for anyone in crisis or who may have a friend or loved one struggling. You can find more information about that app by visiting our website, jasonfoundation.com, and scrolling down the page until you see A Friend Asks app.
Thank you so much, Brett.
Thank you, Tara.
The first two names you heard about were A.J. Brown and Jeffrey Simmons.
Friday night, if you want to rob the bank, it'll be a good time because everybody's here.
You know how it is in Mississippi, like, you appreciate where you come from.
On signing day, it was crazy.
Everybody was either an A.J. Brown fan or a Jeffrey Simmons fan. You can come from rural Mississippi, and you can make it anywhere.
What's that?
It's a new little meatball sandwich from Pal's. 4 juicy half-ounce meatballs covered in a thick marinara sauce and melty shredded white cheddar cheese on a hot dog bun.
Woo! Where's mine? I guess we're going back to Pal's. Yeah!
Y'all better hurry. The little meatball sandwich is only here for a limited time. Pal's, great food in a flash.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
Watching the Friendship Ram Halftime Report. Tonight's Educator Spotlight is sponsored by Marsh Propane, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia.
Welcome back to another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals. We're at Central High School in Wise County. We've got the principal here with us, David Stanley. This is your 10th year of consolidation here at Central High School and are pretty much known for the academic excellence here. We've seen several accomplishments come out of the high school. Tell us a little bit about how things are going this year.
Yes, thank you, Olivia. We feel like we really have a strong academic programs going on here at Central. Just to give you a little spotlight on that, approximately 27% of our graduating class has a 4.0 GPA or higher. We have several dual enrollment opportunities here for our students that they're taking advantage of and being prepared to go to college, such as English 111, Pre-Cal, Cal 1. Then on the other side of that, academically, we also excel with our academic programs in the VHSL, such as theater, forensics. It goes on with Scholastic Bowl. We were recent winners of the Wells Fargo Cup, which takes in yearbook and Scholastic Bowl and all the academic activities. But most proud of just our student excellence, our staff, and we have great community support. So Proud to be associated with such a fine school, and it shows on the field as well. Including all these, we have, in a short amount of time, as you mentioned, 10 years, but we have 13 state championships just since 2011.
And just such a well-rounded education, you know, with all of those programs. But that number, more than a quarter of your graduating class has higher than a 4.0. That's pretty impressive. For you all as staff and faculty here, you know, that plays into it as well. What has this year meant to you all to be back in the building and be interacting with these students again?
There's nothing like being face-to-face. According, you know, we have to follow the guidelines of distancing and masking, but education is so much better being face-to-face, and you can make those relationships, and I think that's part of our success, is the relationships that we're able to make with the kids and the kids with us.
Well, Mr. Stanley, thank you so much, and that echoed from many of the staff and faculty that we've been talking to here at Central High School. That was another Educator Spotlight here on Friday Night Rivals.
And we've got a thriller here. The Union Bears trail Central 10-7 here at halftime. We'll wrap up the Friendship Ram halftime report right after this.
Thanks for watching the Friendship Ram halftime report.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road again in the rugged new Toyota Tacoma.
With a 3.5-liter V6, crawl control, and multi-terrain select, Tacoma can go anywhere and do anything. And Tacoma's been the #1 truck in its class for 16 years.
#1 in resale value, too.
We're not selling this bad boy.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get a new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing, with new Tacomas arriving daily.
People around here love their Tacomas.
Toyota, let's go places.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
What year is it?
I don't understand what's going on. You say 2021. It's 1956. That's what year it is.
Stand down now.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Welcome back to halftime here at Central High School. We're glad to be joined by Travis Turner, the head football coach of the Union Bears. And Travis, that second quarter, you just did not have the ball.
Yeah,
what can you do against this bunch?
I tell you, Wise is doing a great job of running the football and kind of keep away, and they're getting 2, 3, 4 yards of carry. And you know, we got to do a better job winning on first down. If we got to win on first down, make them 2nd and long, 3rd and long.
Coach, offensively, how much pressure do your guys feel when they know every possession magnifies? You know, Lomax fumbled and you just ran 3 plays in the second quarter.
Right, yeah. You know, we had the turnover there. That obviously hurt and gave them the momentum. They go down and punch it in and score. But I thought, I thought our kids have played hard. We had a great drive there after the first drive. Had a great drive, got the ball down the field, and able to hit a couple of passes and make some plays in the run game.
It's a typical Union Central game, Coach. We want to wish you the best of luck in the second half. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Coach Travis Turner of the Union Bears. And Casey, that first half, you see Lomax scoring, and that was about it for the offense for Union.
Yeah, it started off great for them. I mean, they got a 3-and-out, then they score on offense, but then they only ran the ball 3 times, had 3 plays in the second quarter, and Central just dominating. Here's Church to Tester. This was with 30 seconds left in the first half. Again, Union maybe had the first punch, but Central punched right back. And the big one for me, TJ, is time of possession, 17-25 for Central.
We haven't seen that all season, maybe ever.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, just 2 first downs for Union.
So while we wait for the second half highlights or the second half kickoff, here's some highlights from all across America.
A lot of time in the pocket. He dropped that pass in there. Sure did. He dropped it in a beautiful play.
Well-placed ball.
And that ball was on his helmet. He caught that ball in the back of his helmet.
Play from the 9. Cheney steps up, throws end zone. Oh, big hit. Nixon knocks it loose.
Huge call, but Hoover's going to go up top, looking for it all, and what a one-handed grab. Malik Thomas.
Shanks will hand it right up the middle again to Smith. Smith hurdles the defender, gets pushed around, trying to get to the corner of the end zone, and
And Hunter Kelly throws it down the middle of the field, and it's picked off. One-handed grab. Jackson on the one-handed interception, a little stiff arm, and he's on his way back across midfield.
Theme every week, right? Well, pitch back, double pass, going deep, had him open, caught across the 30 to the 20, cutting back. Isaac Jackson. Drilled, ball came out. Is it live? It's a turnover coming back this way.
He's their money man. They put the ball in his hand. He can keep it if he wants to. Tosses it forward into the end zone. Fontesha catches the flip, and Brentwood gets the lead with 18 seconds to play. A flip of desperation ends in jubilation.
Nothing like Friday night rivals. The only thing better, maybe, the Blue Cross Bowl. And Casey, we've got our eyes on some of our local teams making it down to Chattanooga this year.
Yeah, this course in Tennessee, 3 days in early December. It's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We have Division I teams in classes 1 through 6A. I mean, in class 4A, we've certainly talked about that the last couple of weeks. We've had Greenville and Elizabeth in the last 4 years play. One of them has played for a state championship, and there's a good chance one of them will be there again for a 5th consecutive year. If so, that would be on December the 4th.
And once again, those games will be televised by the Tri-City CW. And you never know, we're still campaigning to be part of. No one's knocking on the door yet. The Sky 5 drone is high above this beautiful facility here. Just look at this view on top of a mountain surrounded by the Blue Ridge, the Appalachians. The leaves are changing. Just gorgeous up here in Northern Virginia. What a first half we had. We saw Central control that football. We saw this home crowd come alive behind the Warriors with their pink power. And that led to a 10-7 decision in the first half for Central. We heard Travis Turner say we can't afford to turn the ball over. We're going to have to start converting because Union knows it's a battle of the clock in the second half. And you've got to be ahead. You just have to be. And Union's ready to receive and get the Toyota kickoff and get things underway here in the second half. From Norton, it's Union and Central, and these crazy fans are into this game. And why not? Everybody's having a good time tonight.
Don't want to overstate it too much, but you have to almost feel like Union really almost needs to score, and certainly looking like Central's decided that we're not even going to let Union run one back and make him go the length of the field.
Yep. Anata again with the kick out of bounds, so it'll be first down and 10 from the 35.
You know that's the plane because he's getting some love from his teammates. Yeah,
a little high five there.
If that wasn't the plane, he'd have his head down and no one would be anywhere near him.
Yeah, the coach would be screaming at me, give him 15 extra yards. That's what they wanted to do. You want to avoid the explosive guys, though, back there because they got some game breakers that can return those kicks. Here it is. Again, look at this accuracy. That's when he did kick it last time. 2 times after that, he's kicked it out of bounds. They learned their lesson. So now, first down for Union. That's Bunch heading off. And I think we're going to get a big dose of Mr. Lomax here in this half. Number 3 spins for a good gain, about 7.
You have to feel Lomax is going to want to atone for that fumble he had in the first half that really swung momentum in the favor of the home team here. last week. Lomax had 182 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns in Union's win over Ridgeview, who was undefeated coming into that game.
Second and short. Maybe a long 4. From the shotgun. Hand off to the wing. Johnny Satterfield, and he is met by a bunch of guys from Central.
Third and 3 for Union. I think it's really critical for Union. They have to pick up this first down. If they go 3 and out to start this second half and give the ball back to Central, who clearly, they only had 3 possessions in the first half. Central did, but they scored on 2 of them. That's coaching in the 21st century there.
Certainly is. Third down. Bunch. He's going to keep it, but no way. Central was waiting for him, and a great play there by the defense as Boggs came up to knock him down.
He did, and Bradley Bunch keeping it there. So interesting, they give it to Lomax on first down, and then Satterfield on second down, and Bunch keeps it on third down.
That never had a chance to work. They were waiting for that.
Union quickly sent the punt team out. And I would be on high alert if I was Central for
See, that's Mullins back to catch the punt.
See, they try and draw him off sides here.
That's Jenkins, the punter. He's got his foot into it. It's a good punt. Mullins races back, makes a catch at the 10, stumbles, now breaks a tackle up to the 20, to the 25, skirts the sidelines, and he'll go out of bounds at about the 32. Nice return. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle. Did you know Toyota has more all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else?
15 to be exact, including the legendary off-road king 4Runner.
The best-selling Camry made even better with all-wheel drive.
This Venza hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Or Sienna with a best-in-class 630-mile driving range.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on any remaining new 21 Sienna or Venza. When you run the numbers,
Toyota is #1.
Toyota. Let's go places.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
Tonight's Facebook Live game coverage is sponsored by your Tri-Cities Honda dealers.
Welcome back to beautiful Wise County, Virginia, everyone. P.J. Johnson on with Casey Getz. And the Central Warriors are in perfect position here in the second half, leading 10-7. They've got the ball. And now they're going to try to eat up the clock and get another touchdown on the board. They're running this offense to perfection, Casey, getting 4 and 5 yards just like they planned it.
Travis Turner said that Union had to do a better job of winning on first down defensively. Well, they did not win on first down. That one is Central picked up about 4.5 yards.
That's Tester. Good run by him. He, of course, scored the only touchdown for Central. The thing about Central is, of course, they're not flashy. They just do the fundamental things to get the job done. Ball's on the ground. I think Church got it back. It looked like Church was late on that handoff. He wanted to hand it back to Boggs. Maybe he hit his leg or something.
Well, that was a big chance for Union there with the ball on the ground. That would have swung momentum back their way. But Church, yes, he made the mistake, but he did a really good job not giving up on it there. And
yeah, he hit the fullback. He hit Sturgill.
Look at him as he's falling down, reaches out and pulls that in. There were 2 Bears right there. Really good job by Braden Church to avoid disaster. Now, it does set up 3rd and 9, which is not where this offense wants to be, but 3rd and 9 is better than 1st and 10 for Union going the other way.
From the shotgun, Church drops back, throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Threw it behind his receiver. Now, coming up in the fourth quarter, of course, we'll have our Toyota drive of the game. We usually have an expert panel, but tonight it might not be too hard because we haven't had that many drives in the game. But we'll have the winner of the drive of the game coming up later in the fourth quarter, the Toyota drive of the game.
So that fumble there really put Central behind on the down and distance, and the incomplete pass on 3rd and 9, forcing the punt.
So Central boots it away. The ball's on the ground. We're waiting for the official to rule here. Central says they have it, and I believe they do. We'll have to get a replay on that. Just the ball popped loose, and it was every man for himself.
Daniel Hawkins with the fumble recovery, and Malachi Jenkins really running forward, trying to catch that ball off to the side. You got to have your body over the ball.
Oh, and you see it was on the ground twice. There's a little scrum underneath there, and they came away with it.
Yeah, so big mistake by Union on special teams. Their second turnover of the game after they force a 3-and-out. Union's going to call a timeout here.
They're going to try to get things together.
So your Union, you get the 3-and-out on offense. And then just a disaster on the punt return. Watch Jenkins. He's going to reach out to the side. That's really hard to do. And yeah, there was a big scrum.
That was Logan Sarton with that kick there. Man, he hit that thing straight up in the air. It's almost like Jenkins couldn't find the ball. Like he was trying to, maybe he lost it in the lights or something. Really high punt. And this is, this changes everything. I mean, with 7 minutes and 49 seconds left, theoretically, they could run off another 3 or 4 minutes here. Central could, and really win this battle of the clock.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, they're driving the second quarter. They took 6:49 off the clock to go 42 yards.
Yeah.
So, and just for Union, it's going to have to be a really good lesson and see how they handle adversity. You know, they fell behind 10-7 at halftime. They come out on offense, go 3-and-out, but then they force a 3-and-out, so they think, okay, here we go. We're going to get the ball back, and then they turn it over on special teams. So this Union defense is going to have to really rise up here.
I just noticed the chain gang's even wearing pink tonight. True pink out. So first down for the Warriors. Church under center. Straight handoff. And there is a great tackle coming up for Union. I mean, that was Anderson coming up from his defensive back position just to snare the back in the backfield.
Yeah, Keyshawn Anderson. What a play, number 17, just coming right through and making a nice tackle of Boggs for a big loss. You have to wonder after that change of possession what the message was for Coach Turner calling that timeout. Probably just trying to settle his guys down, saying, hey, you know, we're down 10-7 here. Let's make a stop. But you want to kind of kill that momentum a little bit that Central had after that. So pretty good timeout. Certainly, though, the timeouts are gold in the second half.
It's Mullins in motion. He gets the pitch. He cuts back, gets up to the 35-yard line.
So he got the lost yardage back, so it's going to be 3rd and 9. Central had a 3rd and 9, and they kind of faked the throw out to Mullins and then went with the slant on the backside.
I like the way they run that jet sweep from the wing position because Mullins is just in perfect position to get a running start on the defense when he takes the pitch. He gets to the corner, and he can turn on the speed. Crucial 3rd down now.
You have to think with it being 3rd and 9 at the 35-yard line, if they could pick up, you know, maybe half of this here, you'd almost have to go for it where they're going to be out on the field. And now Coach Owens is going to call a timeout for Central.
They've called a timeout, and so will we. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealers.
Go to friendshipcars.com to find our huge selection of Ford, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Volvo, Hyundai, Nissan, Honda, Chevy, GMC, Buick, or even Indian motorcycles. Only at friendshipcars.com. We're dealing.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm. The sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
At Friendship Ford of Bristol, we want to buy your car, regardless of age, mileage, or condition.
We're one of the area's only certified Kelley Blue Book buying centers.
And you don't have to trade with us. We'll buy your car cash on the spot. Come to Friendship Ford of Bristol. We're dealing.
Suicide is preventable, and everyone has a part to play. Visit TennesseeWon'tBeSilent.com and learn how you can make a difference.
Third down. Central going deep. Mullins dives and makes an unbelievable catch. Oh, my goodness, what a catch, Casey.
3rd and 9, they go for the home run ball. Ethan Mullins, he is their top playmaker on the outside, and he goes right by Bradley Bunch on the outside.
Watch him stretch out there. Wow. Looked like his knee hit down just before he went into the end zone.
3rd and 9, and they go for the big play. And Ethan Mullins, again, he was the quarterback last year. They wanted to be able to get the ball in his hands in other ways, and no better example than that.
Oh, and there goes Church with the sneak. He says, I'm in. Do the officials agree?
I don't think so. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's about as close as you can get without scoring. I know that. What a play. What a throw. Man, that was the highlight of the game so far. Mullins stretching out, going all alligator arms on that one and pulling it in. Look at it again. I mean, he puts a lot of air under this ball. Mullins has got to step on the defender and just makes a dive. Now we're back to live action. This time it is a touchdown, and Central seizes command.
They just do it different up here in Southwest Virginia in terms of the horns and everything there. It was great to see the enthusiasm of the fans. And
you can see the pink out tonight. They're just dancing the night away.
Look at all the horns they got in there, too.
Yeah. Look at Church firing up his troops. They got something to be fired up about. Anata knocks it through. So Central takes the 17-7 lead. Here's a special message from Fairway Financial.
This financial literacy tip is brought to you by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation.
When purchasing a big ticket item such as a house, car, or recreational vehicle, the term of the loan that you choose is extremely important. The term refers to the amount of months that you finance the loan for. In general, the shorter the term that you choose and can handle in your budget, the lower the interest rate, and you can save a lot of interest payback over the long haul. It is important to think that through when choosing that final term on any loan that you choose, because it can save you a lot of money over the long haul.
To learn more about Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, go to homeloansbyfairway.com.
This crowd is on their feet. Check it out. Friday night cure, no kidding. Central's got a cure for the Blues. He leads Union 17-7. And the funny thing is, Casey, it's Union that comes in here tonight with the unbeaten district mark.
And here's the Jason Foundation scoring recap. 5 plays, 34 yards, 215. That's a pretty fast drive for Central, but certainly the big play was the long pass to Ethan Mullins down to the 1-yard line from Braden Church on 3rd and 9. So some big 3rd down conversion.
This time they're going to let Union return the kick up to the 30, to the 35, and looked like he stepped out of bounds, but no whistle. So he goes across the 40. Great field position for the Bears. Their offense has to turn it on now. 5 minutes and 36 seconds left here in the 3rd. They're down 17-7. That's a 2-possession game right now. They really have to turn it on, Casey.
I think this is a must score for Union. I mean, you're down 2 possessions with under 18 minutes left in the game. The way Central can move the clock and move the chains, I don't think it's out of bounds to say this is a must score drive for Union. And just to get momentum on their side, you know, I'm not going to count the possession with 30 seconds left in the half. So they basically have had 3 possessions in 5.5 minutes, and 2 of them have been a combined 5 plays.
Kansas Central defense accept the challenge. Here comes Lomax. And he's hit hard in the backfield. Boggs making the tackle.
Home crowd really loud. This is kind of rivaling what we saw a couple weeks ago at Hampton between South Green and Hampton. That was the loudest crowd we've had so far.
They just take their football so serious in Southwest Virginia. Everybody turns out for these games. Great crowd on hand tonight. Very active crowd. And, of course, it's a rivalry game. That's why you get games like this. These 2 teams just want to win so badly. Bunch from the shotgun. He's going to air it out deep down the sidelines. He's got a receiver out there, and he placed it right in there. But a great defensive play by who else? Mullins to knock it down.
What a play by Ethan Mullins. Looks like he was beaten about a half a step, but did a great job closing, and Union had to take this shot. I really like it. It's one-on-one. There's no safety help, and Mullins laid out because he was a half a step behind Jenkins. And Jenkins, you would like to see him maybe come back for that just a hair and fight a little more for that ball there. He kind of was waiting for it to fall into his arms, and Mullins leaped out and was able to knock it away.
So that brings up 3rd and long for a Union team that really needs to score. Bunch on the rollout. He's going to throw off his back foot, and he's complete for a first down. Key first down there is Malachi Jenkins makes the reception.
Really nice play by Jenkins. He was the one that fumbled the punt, so he wants to make up for it like Lomax would like to make up for that fumble in the first half. Those are both seniors, 21 and 3 for Union. They expect those guys to carry them, and they both have made mistakes so far tonight, but there's a lot of game left, and if Union's going to get back in it, they're going to need 21 and 3 to be a big part of it.
Bunch hands off to Lomax. He's not been a big factor tonight. Central defense has really done a good job on him. We've watched Lomax throughout the year break games open by himself, but he's not done it so far tonight.
I have to give credit to the Warrior defensive front, making it tough on this offensive line to create holes.
In fact, Lomax is your WCYB Player of the Week, right?
Yes, because he had, like I said, 182 and 3 touchdowns against Ridgeview, and Union won that game last week, I believe 28-21. Ridgeview scored late to make it 28-21.
There's the fake, and Bunch throws it up the middle. It's picked off! Picked off by Boggs. Oh, Boggs just anticipated that perfectly, Casey.
He was reading Bradley Bunch's eyes, and Boggs stepped right in. Watch Bunch is staring down the receiver, and Boggs steps right in front. That's the 3rd turnover of the game for Union. And now Central, they weren't able to convert earlier on their first possession of the half, but then they did after the muffed punt. They went deep to Mullins and punched that in, so they can score again here. Union's going to be in real big trouble.
First down for Church. There's Boggs bouncing outside, going down the sidelines, up to the 35-yard line. A decent run by Matthew Boggs. This kid's like a rubber ball. You bounce off a tackle and you keep going.
And watch Boggs here, though. There's one missed tackle for Union. Then he gets to the 2nd level and picks up a first down. The home crowd can smell it here tonight.
And a little Smokey and the Bandit in the background. Back to live action now. Church under center. Here comes Boggs on the right side. Step back inside the 30. This is just old-fashioned helmet on helmet blocking. You let Boggs find the hole, and he does.
Yeah, Hunter Kaiser, the left guard, was pulling there, had a really nice block for Central. Again, just uncharacteristic from Union. 3 turnovers, and really have all been from their stars. You know, Bunch with the interception, Jenkins with the muff punt, and Lomax with the fumble.
Second down and reasonable. That's Boggs going up the middle, close to the first down, probably just about a half football short. See where the mark is.
You know, if Union could keep them out of the end zone here, even if it's a field goal, it stays a 2-possession game. But barring, you know, an onside kick or a fumble, I don't see how Union's going to have 3 more possessions if they give up a touchdown here and fall down, you know, 23 or 24-7.
Union may play in pink numbers the rest of the year the way this game's going. I mean, Central may play the rest of the year that way. That's an easy first down, a Bank of Tennessee first down for Central.
Looks like Church might have a cramp. He's probably going to have to come out for a play or two, and you would think it's not a bad luxury. If your quarterback goes down, you could move Mullins over, who was the quarterback in the spring.
But it's a perfect night to play football, not hot. Well, they're working on the player. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
The Gate City Blue Devils versus the John Battle Trojans are Toyota's Friday Night Rivals. Friday at 6:30 on Fox 39 WEMT. Join News 5 Sports' Casey Getz and PJ Johnson as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
I'm Casey Getz.
I'm Heather Williams.
I'm Steve Wilmoth of ESPN Tri-Cities and TriCitiesSports.com.
We will highlight the key matchups and make our predictions.
Join us for Prep Picks every Wednesday on News 5 at 5:30.
Weather in the Tri-Cities can change quickly. Storm Track 5 keeps you on top of the changes with your earliest warning possible. Expert storm tracking and live conditions on all your screens. Always trust Storm Track 5 to alert you to severe weather danger.
They continue to work on the injured quarterback, Braden Church, who apparently has a cramp. But, Casey, you talked in the pregame how important turnovers would be, and that's been the story tonight.
For Union, it has, unfortunately, yes. They've had trouble first here. This was in the second quarter. Xavier Lomax. Defender makes a good job poking the ball out there, but that's turnover number 1. And then in the third quarter, well, so Central almost turned it over when their ball was on the ground. Church was able to recover. And here's the second turnover from Union. Earlier in the third quarter, Jenkins muffs the punt, and then just a moment ago, Bradley Bunch with the interception.
And now we rejoin live action on first down. A couple of yards for this offensive Central.
Gain of 3. They'll bring up second down.
They continue to work on Church, who apparently has a really bad cramp in his calf, it looks like. Church has had a terrific game leading this offense. As we said, Mullins has experience at quarterback. He's had a huge game. Great pass defender. A leaping, almost touchdown catch. And now he's going to fill in the quarterback. He knows what to do. You hand it to that guy. Matthew Boggs on the corner. Breaking tackles inside the 10-yard line. That's a Banker Tennessee first down.
There's been no doubt Central has been the more physical team in this game tonight. They're imposing their will at the line of scrimmage. I could probably count the number of plays on one hand that Union has held them to 2 yards or less in this game. They're constantly picking up 5, 6 yards a carry. As we approach a minute left in the third quarter, it's first and goal. Union's defense has to make a play here and keep them out of the end zone.
Less than a minute to play. Wow. This offense just terminates the clock. Mullins under center. Hands to Boggs. Over the left side. He's down to the 5. And that's all she wrote. Well, they're going to continue to fight and get a couple more. Helmet goes flying. There's a lot of pushing and shoving in there. See where they mark it. Probably inside the 5, though. Oh, and it is apparently Boggs that lost his helmet. He'll have to come out. Don't forget about our Tennessee Tough award coming up in the 4th quarter, which will be very shortly. We'll pick an unsung hero, a guy that did all the dirty work tonight. Doesn't get the headlines until we make him Tennessee Tough. And we'll do that later in the 4th quarter.
So you have no Church right now in the game. Boggs had to come out because his helmet came off. 2nd and goal. The play clock has hit 0.
Yeah. And I'm sure what that was about.
They reset it. Okay.
It's going to be a sneak by Mullins. He's fighting and getting closer, but not quite in the end zone.
End of the 3rd quarter.
That clock goes down to 0. We have played 3 terrific quarters here in Norton, Virginia. We're back with the capper, the 4th quarter of play. Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers. It's 17-7 Central.
Hey, we're back.
And ready to hit the road again in this new RAV4.
This is one of the most versatile vehicles on or off the road.
No wonder it's the #1 selling SUV.
You got all kinds of room back here.
Connectivity for all your devices, and it comes in a hybrid that gets 40 mpg.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing for 72 months on a new RAV4 or RAV4 hybrid with 2 years no-cost maintenance included.
It's pretty easy to see why RAV4 is #1.
Toyota, let's go places.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
Huddle up, football fans. Huddle up close. Hear the heartbeats and the beats of drums, the adrenaline and the calm, the sounds of nature and of nurture, of belonging and long passing. Every yard, every field, every blade of grass, from mountaintops to downtown shops. This is our community, and we are proud to be part of it. Bank of Tennessee, this is home.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, driven by your local Toyota dealer.
Welcome back to Norton, Virginia, everyone. We've got a stunner tonight. Central on top of Union, 70-7, but there's a 4th quarter to play, Casey. That could decide it.
Well, right now, it's all about Central. It's 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line.
Mullins still at quarterback. He's going to hand off, and that's Boggs in for the touchdown. Central scores again, a Toyota touchdown for the Warriors. So Central loses their quarterback. They don't miss a beat. They know what to do. You give it to the bell cow, number 20. And Boggs delivers, Casey.
Boggs had to sit out that 2nd down play when his helmet came off. It comes in, change the quarter, and walks into the end zone there. 23-7. It's a big extra point. We'll make it a 17-point game, which would be 3 possessions.
Anata hits it up and good. Central increases the lead to 24-7. Wow. The Union's in some trouble. Can they come back? Some answers when Friday Night Rivals returns. We're powered by your local Toyota dealers.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand-cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day. Time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
Hey, what's up? I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road in the aggressively styled, incredibly comfortable Toyota Highlander.
With your choice of a powerful V6
or best-in-class hybrid engine.
The Toyota Highlander can handle anything that comes your way.
And it holds its value better than anything in its class.
During Toyota's fall savings, get 1.9 financing up to 72 months on remaining new 21 Highlanders. Plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
It's pretty easy to see why.
Highlander is number one. Toyota. Let's go places.
Welcome back to Central High School. Here's your Jason Foundation drive summary, Casey.
10 plays, 52 yards, 3:59 off the clock. The 2-yard touchdown from Matthew Boggs makes it 24-7. How about 24 unanswered points for Central after Union came out, got a 3-and-out on defense. Then they marched down the field and score. And you think, wow, Union looking sharp. And since then, they haven't been able to do anything on offense or defense.
They certainly haven't. One of the reasons is it's so frustrating playing against this Central offense because they can chew the clock up. As our director, Tim Petrie, just pointed out to me, he always feeds me these nuggets. It's like in the old days when you used to play North Carolina and the Dean Smith teams that would go into the four corners and just eat the clock up. They were so successful at it, they had to change the rules of college basketball to prevent that from happening. But it's kind of happening tonight as this offensive Central is chewing up the clock. And now they lead 24-7. It's going to be a tough road to hoe for Union.
Union, what they're going to have to do now is certainly pick up the tempo offensively, probably running the ball. They're still going to be able to run it, but they're going to have to be very selective when they run it because they need first downs. They need this clock to stop as much as possible. They need to get out of bounds whenever they can, just any way to lengthen this game. And certainly down 3 possessions, whenever they score, even if it's within 2 minutes, I think they're going to have to do onside kick.
We'll see what they have in store. The quarterback, Bradley Bunch, from the shotgun, hands it to Lomax, gets to the corner, nowhere to go. He's tackled by a host of Warriors. Both teams' linebackers have had outstanding games. We haven't really seen any great runs by the running backs. We'll see a 10-yard run every now and then. No 20 or 30-yard bursts tonight because the linebackers really filled the holes.
Yeah, that's what this Warrior defense has done so well is they've limited the big play. And, defensively, they forced 2 turnovers and they got 1 on special teams, but they have not allowed Union to hit that home run play.
Bunch goes to the air. And it's complete to Jenkins. He breaks 1 tackle, gets up close to the 50-yard line. That's Corbin Jenkins just short of the 50.
So the clock stops on first down at high school level, and it'll start up again once they set the chains. Nice blocking for Union. The central sidelines thought it might have been a block in the back or a holding. The ball's at the 48, and again, Union's got to really speed things up here.
Yeah, the clock's already down to 11 minutes. They need 3 scores. Bunch rolls out. Buy some time. Defense is on him. He's going to throw it up. He's got a receiver out there. It is caught. That's Jenkins.
What a catch by Malachi Jenkins. And he also had Rayshawn Anderson. He had 2 Bears right there. And Jenkins kind of took it away from his own teammate.
He almost intercepted it, didn't he, from his own guy.
Nice job by Bunch, though, to square his shoulders up. And, yeah, I don't know if Anderson was going to be able to catch that, but really good job by Jenkins. That's what Union needs. They need those splash plays offensively. And now, even though the ball's at the 21-yard line here, they need to keep it in the air and score here as quickly as possible.
Bunch to the wing. Jenkins. The ball's loose. The ball's on the ground. And Union has picked it up, but we're waiting to see
that's coming back.
What the call is.
There was the receiver out there. I think it might have been Anderson there. Number 10 is going to call for holding.
That is the call. Actually, they would rather take that than have the fumble go to the other team, I suppose.
have holding against the offense. 10-yard penalty with 3 first down.
Union's just put the ball on the ground too many times tonight.
Got a timeout by Central.
See Travis Turner. Travis Turner trying to encourage his troops, and we're going to encourage you to watch this break. We'll be right back with more Friday Night Rivals after this.
I love this place. It's where I chose to live, and I want to help it thrive. In fact, I even took an oath to do just that. I'm a physician at HMG's new Primary Care and Diagnostic Center in Johnson City. I could have worked somewhere else, but I chose to be a part of this physician-led medical group because I wanted a voice in how my neighbors are cared for. We all have choices in life, and they matter. My choice is to be a health partner for life and advocate for you every day.
With a Honda in your garage, every summer adventure leads to another. Get an incredible summer offer on a new Honda, only at the Honda Summer Sales Event.
Ready, set, go.
And welcome back to Central High School. Union trying to get back in this ball game, down 24-7. Bunch to the air, throws it high and deep to Jenkins, and it's out of bounds.
Jenkins had a step there, but Bunch threw that too far. It was out of bounds. They faked the quick screen and then went deep. There were 2 defenders there, but again, Jenkins was behind him, but it was an uncatchable ball.
I'll tell you, where there's the ball, there's a Mullins. See, Mullins is right there. Just threw it too far.
And that was an 8-yard penalty, and ended up being because the holding penalties from the spot of the foul. The original line of scrimmage was the 21. Now it's back to the 29. Certainly 40 territory for Union, no matter where they are in the field for the rest of this one.
Bunch takes a snap. Over the middle. He's got a receiver out there, but he overthrew him again.
There's Rayshawn Anderson. That was a better throw by Bunch. I mean, he did keep it in play there, just maybe let him a little too far. But give your receiver a chance. You know, this Union offense, I mean, they don't want to be in a position where it's 3rd and 18 and where they have to throw it on 4 straight downs, but you know, they don't have to get everything on, you know, they've gone to the end zone the last 2 plays. They don't have to get it all back on 1 play here. Now certainly they have 2 downs they need to pick up. They need to get down to the 11-yard line. So maybe, you know, you want to do a screen here possibly on 3rd down.
Bunch is going to run it up the middle. He'll get a few, but he's not even back to the original line of scrimmage. Not sure about that call, Casey.
Yeah, I think maybe the thought was, okay, maybe they're going to think we're passing it. We can maybe at least pick up half the distance here, but
Bunch is just such a big target at quarterback. He's not very elusive. So the defense was able to adapt. He made a nice game, but they need a lot more than that. And now they're faced with 4th and about 14.
Ball's at the 25. They need to get it down to the 11, so they don't have to throw it in the end zone here, but you would think the way Central's been tackling, they at least have to get this ball with the sticks. You don't want to throw it short unless the guy's wide open.
Bunch. He's scrambling. He throws it, and it's going to be picked off in the end zone. And Central's going to down it. Great defense there by
Logan Sarton. Interception. That's another big play by Central. Union had no chance here. They had to at least throw it up, so Bunch did a good job there, at least giving his guy a chance, but Sarton was like the receiver on that one. He had it all the way and smartly takes a knee in the end zone.
You can see how much this game means to these Central players. First down now for Central. They're going to eat this clock. 9:25 left. It's Boggs. Boggs with a tough hit. And speaking of tough, Casey, time to talk Tennessee tough.
Our Tennessee tough unsung hero back in the first half. Isaac Keith, number 50, the linebacker for Union, the sophomore, had a lot of big plays early in the first half, and certainly linebackers not a position that gets a lot of love out on the football field. So we're giving it to number 50, Isaac Keith, our Tennessee tough unsung hero winner for tonight.
Well deserved. 24-7, Central with the ball and the lead. Clock is ticking.
Braden Church is back in the game, quarterback.
That's good to see. Church hands off to Boggs. Boggs breaks a tackle, then he's surrounded by Union linebackers.
Landon Parsons on the tackle. Union, these first two plays defensively, has really won both of the downs, but really a little too late now. Down by 17 points. It's 3rd and 8, and this is what Union was hoping to have done in the first half, and then in the third quarter put Central in 3rd and long, but they just haven't done it enough tonight.
Look at Church. He looks fine after sitting out a few series with the sore leg. And that's Church breaking it up the middle. He's got some room to run by that man. A first-class stick it to the 10-yard line almost. They catch him from behind, but what a play by Brandon Church. Oh, my goodness. Breaking the game wide open now.
What a play by Church. This is a run all the way. See, that's the one thing. When you're up by 17 points, even on 3rd and 9, you can run the ball. Corbin Jenkins will track Church down, so he might get a little flack for that. But they watched the film about that. Certainly when you're winning like this, so you can have some fun as he gets down to the 15-yard line. And it is going to be a good night and a good weekend for this Central community.
The Pink Hats are having a big time now. 7:39 left.
Look at the veteran here, Church, wisely using all that play clock.
It's going to be Boggs testing the middle. The pink numbers look good on you. 24-7.
This is the 3rd time, we talked about it earlier, that these two have played, and this game is pretty similar to the first meeting they had this year back in March at Bullitt Park. Central won that game 27-7. That's almost where we're at right now. And they played a month later right here, and Union won that game 14-13.
Inside handoff to Tester off the left. He's going to go in for the touchdown. Tester scores again.
You haven't seen that counter play very often from them tonight, and it looked like Keandre Davis, 88, had a chance right there, and he wasn't able to get him, and then Tester was hardly touched the rest of the way for the touchdown, and it is time to celebrate here. I think that puts the nail in the coffin for the Union Bears tonight.
Ananta nails another kick. Time now for our Toyota School Spotlight.
Tonight's School Spotlight is brought to you by your local Toyota dealer.
Jan Thompson is a theater teacher, as well as 9 O'Clock Club, forensics, and one-act coach at Central High School.
This gives the kids an opportunity to come do this when there's not another option. And I personally think it's life-saving for lots of these students.
And she's retired, but with nearly 4 decades of experience, you never stop teaching.
The biggest thing I was missing was the contact with the students, and the hardest thing was to give up the theater program. It's really a volunteer program that probably I spend more time than I did before.
And her work pays off. Numerous state champions have claimed their titles in her time with the program, but she gives credit to the community that's built on the stage.
But we work nonstop. They know when they get in this program that we're going to tell the story and we're going to be authentic about it, and it takes hours and hours and Saturdays, and we don't always win, but we always become a family that, you know, the community comes to support and is very proud of.
Welcome back to Norton, Virginia. Jason Foundation Drive summary. Casey?
5 plays, 85 yards, 240 off the clock. A 15-yard touchdown run by Tyson Tester, his second of the game. He had a receiving touchdown, which we'll talk a little more about here in a few minutes.
It's 31-7. I don't think anybody predicted that kind of score for this game.
If they did, I want to ask them for the lottery numbers tomorrow night.
Another kick sails out of bounds. So first and 10 from the 35. Time now for the Toyota drive of the game. I'll give it to my partner, Casey Getz.
All right, we're going back to the second quarter. We're going to start with the Central defense forcing a fumble and points off turnovers. The offense converts. They get it to Ethan Mullins. Picks up a first down. And then Church is going to run it inside the 10. And then Church is going to throw it to Tyson Tester. That made it 10-7 at halftime, and really that Lomax fumble, PJ, just swung this game completely towards Central. I mean, it was 7-3 when he fumbled. Now it's 31-7, 28 points since that fumble by Lomax.
Crazy town. Speaking of Lomax, he gets the call. He's got nowhere to go again. Mullins on top of him. Logan Mullins has played a well of a game at linebacker.
Also, he was our scholar athlete tonight for Central. We talked to him the other day. I believe he's going to be playing 5 sports, he said, this year. Yeah. You hear 3 sport athlete, maybe a 4, but I don't hear many high school athletes say they play 5 different sports.
Soccer, track, basketball, and football, right?
There's another one there. You said tennis, I think. Maybe.
Was it tennis? Yeah, he was a very impressive young man, son of a coach. I remember his dad, who coached at Pound, doing a great job tonight for Central. Lomax off the right side. He'll get a couple. Well, they have just stopped Xavier Lomax, one of the best backs, not only in Southwest Virginia, but all of Virginia. He's had a terrific career here at Union, but it's not been his night.
It's not often one that Union loses games, but it is not really more rare when they get blown out.
Travis Turner will not be a happy man. So much fun talking to Coach Turner. We were going over the two deep, how to beat the two deep defense the other day. He was showing me how Josh Heupel does it for Tennessee. Speaking of two deep, that pass is too deep. I mean, Turner's this kind of guy. So is Luke Owens. They'll talk football all day. If you ask them a football question, they like nothing more than just to put it up on the board and show you how it works. They love the fundamentals of the game. See a frustrated Bradley Bunch there going to the sidelines.
At 4th and 8. At this point, if I'm Coach Turner, you might want to, those guys, Bunch and Lomax, and you don't want to get one of your stars injured in a game. You're down 24 points with 5 minutes left. I think it might be time to put in some of the younger guys. And smartly for Central, certainly you don't want to muff a punt right here.
And that punt will be down, with Central leading 31-7. So Central actually has enough time where they could just put a drive together and eat this whole clock up.
Yeah, that would be ideal for them, certainly, to run it out here. And again, I think you're going to see some reserves and backups in for Union here defensively.
Well, we finally get a smile from Luke Owens tonight. Very intense individual. Played, of course, as a standout wrestler at Grundy. Went to Virginia Tech. Was very successful in football. So successful he gave up his wrestling career after an injury. Played on some great teams at Virginia Tech. Now a high school coach here at Central High. First down, simple run to Matthew Boggs.
let's talk about Central for a second here. You know, they had a 3-game losing streak. They started off 2-0 with some big wins over Eastside and Marion. And then they lost to Ridgeview 12-0. And again, that was a game where Coach Owens told us they were inside the red zone 6 times, got no points. Then they were supposed to play Virginia High, but the Bearcats were in COVID protocol, so they picked up Christiansburg, who's a Class 3 school, and they lost that game. It was close towards the end, but they fell behind early, rallied, and then they lost at Abingdon again, where they were down 3 touchdowns, and they cut it to a 1-score game.
So we knew they had potential, and they really put it all together tonight.
Yeah, then last week, you know, they got off that 3-game losing streak. They beat John Battle up here 56-0. And now Union came in here with 1 loss. They were unbeaten in the Mountain 7 Conference. Their only loss was to Graham by 1 point, and Graham is certainly a really good team up in Bluefield. Union and Abingdon were the only 2 unbeaten teams left in the Mountain 7. Abingdon, they were sitting at home watching this game tonight. They played on Tuesday at Gate City, so the Falcons not playing tonight. They've already played Central, but they are going to play Union in a couple of weeks. In fact, we're going to have that game 2 weeks from tonight, Union at Abingdon.
There goes Tester.
What that's going to do now, the Mountain 7, Abingdon will be alone in first place, and Ridgeview and Union will be tied with 1 loss. Central, you know, they do have 2 conference losses, so this keeps them in the hunt. But now they will have already played the top teams in the league, all 3 of them. Central has, so their schedule gets a little bit easier the rest of the way. While next week Abingdon has to play Ridgeview, and in 2 weeks they play Union. So there's still a lot to be decided in the Mountain 7. And at least Central keeps their chances alive, potentially, of winning it. And certainly playoff-wise, getting a home playoff game is much more realistic now with this win tonight.
Starting with the kick. It's going to bounce out to Jenkins, takes it on to 35, up to the 40. To the 45, he dances around, breaks a tackle. Now he's going to be surrounded by Warriors. And he goes down in a heap. 2:29 left to play here in Norton. The Central leading 31-7.
The rest of the season next week for Central, they'll have their final regular season home game against Lehigh. Then they finish with road games at Gate City and Grundy. Meanwhile, Union, they return home next week for Richlands. That was a game that was postponed earlier in the season. They're going to play that game next Friday at Bullet Park. Then Union has at Abingdon at home against John Battle to finish the regular season. So 3 games left for both of these teams in the regular season after tonight.
Bradley Bunch still in the game. There's a carry by Lomax. Finally gets some running room as he crosses the 50. Up to about the 46-yard line.
Back in the spring, these 2 teams did play twice. There's certainly the possibility, the way the playoffs go, that these 2 teams could see each other again. The playoffs start the 2nd weekend in November in Southwest Virginia.
Less than 2 minutes to play. Bunch to Jenkins. Hit hard. Pink party continues. To be young again. Minute 34. Clock continues to tick. Bunch is on the rollout. Fires it over the middle. That's complete. To Jenkins. Down to the 20, to the 15, and out of bounds.
You know, here, even though the game has been decided, you know, they don't want to let Union score here, and they'd like to keep them at single digits.
Yeah, there's something about 31-7 that sounds pretty good, I think, if you were a fan of the Central Warriors.
This has to give a lot of confidence to Central. Again, the rest of their schedule, Lehigh, Gate City, Grundy, you'd have to think they're going to be favored in all three of those games. If they can win out, they go 7-3 in the regular season. To give a sportsmanlike victory against you. The one thing to keep in mind, when we get to the playoffs and Class 2, Abingdon is a Class 3 school in Mountain 7, so they move up, so they're not going to be part of the playoffs. You're talking there's only two districts, the Southwest and the Mountain 7, with Class 2 schools, and the Southwest, the top teams, Graham, Virginia High, both undefeated. They're actually playing tonight. I think the last score I saw was 20-10 Graham at halftime. That game's up in Bluefield, and then the Mountain 7 of the Class 2 schools, Union, Ridgeview, and Central, those three. And then we'll throw Gate City in there, who we'll see next week.
Yeah, Abington's kind of on an island all to themselves, aren't they, in Southwest Virginia? Bunch to the air, complete. Another hard hit.
Uh-oh, we got Coach Owens better watch out. This is a good night to get dumped with water, though.
Boy. He doesn't look too happy with that. Now there's a wry smile on the big fella.
He'd be even more unhappy if it was 45 degrees out tonight, too. I mean, with shorts and T-shirts tonight.
That shows you how much they wanted to win this game. 31-7. Don't get too wet, Coach. We're going to need to interview you. 40 seconds left. Bunch on the rollout. He's going to throw it up to an open receiver. Complete. Hard tackle down to the 9.
It's Dakota Houston.
Houston's first catch of the night. $17 seconds to play. Maybe one final play here. 13. I better hurry and get this play off. Down to 6. Got to be set. 4. This will be the final play of the game. Bunch got all day. Drills it over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that's how it will end tonight. Luke Owens and Central defeating their arch rivals Union 31-7. Casey, this was a game of really sure domination on offense by Central.
Really, they ended the game with 31 consecutive points. Very dominating performance. Definitely their best game they played all season. You see two former college roommates at Virginia Tech congratulating each other. They said they're really good friends, except when they play each other.
All right, Central wins it 31-7. We're back with the interview and a celebration. Friday Night Rivals, powered by your local Toyota dealers.
What's your definition of fresh? At Food City, ours starts every morning as our certified butchers hand cut everything you see behind the counter fresh that day. Fresh also means our beef is ground in the store several times a day, time-stamped with the hour it was ground. That's a fresh guarantee. The fact is, it just doesn't get any fresher than this. That's why we say, start fresh with Food City.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
And I'm Danielle, and we're back on the road again in the rugged new Toyota Tacoma.
With a 3.5-liter V6, crawl control, and multi-terrain select, Tacoma can go anywhere and do anything. And Tacoma's been the #1 truck in its class for 16 years.
#1 in resale value, too.
We're not selling this bad boy.
Now, during Toyota's fall savings, get a new 21 Tacoma with 2.49 financing, with new Tacomas arriving daily.
People around here love their Tacomas.
Toyota, let's go places.
Winter is coming, so don't wait to get your home ready for the cold with Propane from Marsh Propane, family owned and operated, Marsh Propane has been serving the region since 1966. Whether you're building a new home, switching over to gas heat, or just want to change your provider, Marsh Propane makes it fast and easy. Heating your home and water, cooking, or relaxing with your family, you'll never be let down by the dependability of gas. Fight the chill year-round with Marsh Propane. Service, safety, dependability.
It's a final. Central has stunned Union tonight, 31-7, in a game that was really sheer domination by this Central offense. Glad now to bring in the head football coach, Luke Owens of the Central Warriors. Coach, it's not every week that we get to talk to a coach and you explain what you want to do. As an old offensive lineman, your heart must feel good to know that you dominated the offensive line and you were able to eat up that clock just like you told us you wanted to do.
Can't hear.
So Coach Owens is having trouble hearing us. We'll get to work on that and see if we can get that fixed. And meanwhile, we'll show you some of that celebration there. That's the team, Casey, enjoying. That's why Coach looked a little wet, because the celebration went a little overboard, I suppose.
Yeah, he was at first didn't look too happy. Then he got a little smile there as it was 31-7. Final score, Central.
And they're still continue to work with the coach and try to get his audio fixed there. Still hasn't been able to hear us, so we'll continue to work on that. You know, Casey, this was a game really, as we said, dominated on offense by Central, because with this ground game and the way that senior-laden offensive line was able to control the line of scrimmage, they were just able to control the clock all night.
It's going to be a physical game. We knew that, but Central really enforced their will and dominated this one from about midway through the first quarter on.
All right, Coach, can you hear us now?
I can hear you now, guys, loud and clear.
All right, Coach, it was just funny that earlier this week when I was talking with you, you said, as an old offensive lineman, you want to control the line of scrimmage, you want to control the clock, and darn it, you came up here and did just that and dominated this game. Your heart must feel good.
You know, hats off to our offensive defensive line. I thought they did a heck of a job, and our backs hit it up in there. My assistant coaches did a great job game planning for this thing, and I couldn't be prouder of my guys. We did what we set out to do, control the line of scrimmage, and get some push in there, and our backs did a wonderful job of hitting the holes, made some big plays defensively, and I couldn't be prouder of my kids.
Coach, can we speak a little more defensively there? You had 4 turnovers, 3 on defense, 1 on special teams you guys forced. How much energy did that give you? And then conversely with the offense, with Boggs and Mullins and Tester, it really was a team effort tonight.
You're exactly right. I mean, it was huge. The turnovers, giving you the short field so we can get in there, and get some push. I was tickled to death. I thought our guys played fast, played physical, and that's what we wanted to do when we came out here tonight.
Coach, you got to also tip your cap to Ethan Mullins. He makes a great catch that led to a touchdown. He saved a touchdown with a great defensive play. And then darn it, he comes in and plays quarterback and kind of saves the day when Church got banged up.
He absolutely did. Makes the big catch down there, and that might have been the backbreaker. And then the big one down here on this end when he batted the ball down and then has to come in a real tight spot and come in and play quarterback that he hasn't done all year, and did a fantastic job. But it was easy. I guess it made it easy when that offensive line was lining up and blowing people off the football.
Well, Coach, this is the favorite part here. Take that trophy, give it to your guys, and enjoy this win.
Thank you very much, guys.
That's Luke Owens, the head football coach of the Central Warriors, celebrating a huge win tonight on Friday Night Rivals. Again, 31-7. Central knocks off Union. Well, what a night it's been. Special thanks to all the kind folks here in Wise County that made us feel so much at home. Our director, Tim Petrie, and his great staff doing another terrific job. Our statistician, Dan Layton. And we'd like to thank Toyota, Hostin Medical Group, Friendship Auto Group, Food City, Marsh Propane, Fairway Independent Mortgage, Tri-Cities Honda, Bank of Tennessee, the Jinxon Foundation, the Tennessee Titans, Jersey Mikes, and Eddie's Trophies. For Casey Getz, I'm PJ Johnson. We'll see you next week right back here on Friday Night Rivals.